Alright. Have a little late night stream today, or tonight I should say. Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. We've got a Hill Orc Wizard. I am actually doing this on my main account as usual. Trying to increase the world record streak from 56 to 57. We are playing in the .26 tournament. I have chosen a combo that very well might get me killed. Not only are we playing a wizard, we are playing a shitty new version wizard, a hedge wizard, who, as you might have noticed, does not have any extra intelligence like he used to have. This is still the win streak. This is tough. This is a character with a fairly bad D1, I have to say. 16% fail magic dart, a dagger, a robe, a hat, no GDR, no training whatsoever on my weapon, no fighting, a little bit of stealth, not as much as I'd like, a little bit of training in our spell schools, but not too much. One of the reasons why I think it was very silly to take away the intelligence on the hedge, well, they're calling it hedge wizard, on the wizard and give it to the conjurer is because we have so many spells in so many different spell schools that it makes sense to give them intelligence, but instead they gave it to a class that has all conjurations, which is very confusing to me. Anyway, our win condition is essentially to get Call Imp online. That means we need to get to level 2. I think this game, it's not exactly won at level 2, but we're in a much better place at level 2, to where I think I'll have like a 99% chance of winning once I get Call Imp online, because Call Imp is just super duper strong. So the goal is to win D1, basically. It's not to say the game is over after that, but that's when I'm going to stop having a big loaf of poop in my pants, basically. On top of the problem with D1 generally being hard for this combo, we have gotten a very bad entrance vault. It seems to be a hallway. It is outrageous that hallway vaults still exist. Hallway entrance vaults. There could be all kinds of crap behind here. There could be just an immediate pack of jackals and I'm just screwed, because I have no panic button. I have nothing. I just have a magic dart. My only real choice is, do I move down, or do I move down and to the right? I am going to move, well, here's the choices. And this is meaningful, don't laugh. This is actually a meaningful choice here. If I move down, I reveal less tiles, which is good. And if there's only one thing there, I get more turns to magic dart it. If I move down to the right, I can get myself closer to whatever is over here, which could be a good thing if there's a column that I can dance around. I think I'm going to go down into the right because I really do want to get to a column, and I may have to go on like a merry chase all throughout this whole level, which would be horrid, but hopefully that doesn't happen, so let's go. Okay, it really is a bit of a hallway, isn't it? Okay, we have a downstairs. We have a relatively long passageway up and down. We have no column to dance around. Remember, getting that first column on D1 is huge. Oh, about skilling. I think I do take fighting because my aptitude is 2 and the cost... hey, Eunice, what's up, buddy? The cost is the lowest for fighting. Ordinarily I get stealth, but my aptitude is crap, and we've already got 1.5 skills. So I think I just want to get the HP that fighting will give me. I'm going to go down to the right to reveal this. Okay. Alright, so there's a staircase. I would like to secure this staircase if I can. Okay. Why? 2 reasons. One, my team needed a BO win, and they would have preferred it to be a combo that isn't likely for someone else to play and win it, so I can just get the high score and sit on it. 2... Elliptic is currently playing a Hill Orc Wizard, and I will not be outdone. It's one of the few combos in his current streak that is difficult, at least at the beginning of the game. Alrighty, I'll go to the left. Still no column. We have a nice long hallway to run down, I suppose, but it's a good place to get trapped. Alright, here's our first interesting choice. There's a cockroach here. We probably win the melee with him. Hello from a leftist country. Isn't that most countries? What's up, Natrick? How you doing, man? God, this guy is faster than me. So once we get in melee with him, once we're fighting him, that's it. We have to fight him and win. And he could beat me, believe it or not. I don't have GDR, so his piddly little 2 damage, he could do all of it every turn. I think I'm going to walk up and try for the stab. Got him. You feel Norway is pretty far left? Sort of. I mean, you guys have socialism, but you also have some other things that probably can't discuss on Twitch without getting banned. Alright, so that's good. We just got a kill. That means we got half a level of fighting. We got a full point of HP. I went for that because I figured we would get the stab. What time? Oh, it's like 1:30 a.m. in my time zone right now. Yes, I'm aware that Europe is hellish. No, I said this was a late night stream for a reason. Alrighty. So we have a column, sort of. This looks like a column to me. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, that is a resource. Got it. Oh, no. Okay, this is bad. We don't have a column to dance around, and that's a dart slug, which we're very unhappy about. We have some runway, though, to run away and get some HP back if we fight. Oh, yeah, I know. He doesn't have stones, so we have the opportunity to run him away. I don't think we're going to be able to get the dart slug. Unfortunately, like, if I were to run all the way over here, I don't think we would be able to escape the dart slug. So we're probably just going to have to duke it out with these guys. The problem is this dickhead can do 2d4 damage to me, so this could be instant death. The question is, with no skill, just walk back, the slug is slow. I mean, sure, I know, but I'm saying that I probably will walk back, but the slug will probably not forget that I'm here. I'll separate them, but he probably will just chase me down. I agree that is the right thing to do, though. Anyway, 16% fail rate. I wonder if it is more optimal. For me to dart this guy or to swing on them. Our current damage is 1d3. So it's, let's see, what's the chance of missing? 47% to evade. It's probably better if I just cast the spell. Hey Alf, welcome to the horrible streak-ending stream. Alright, we're going to bail on this to try to get the gentleman slug away from us. Of course, running back here had its own problems because there could be things waiting for me here. Okay, we killed him with melee. I'm convinced melee is better now. However, we are level 2. We are level 2. What? Oh, we're not level 2. I'm dumb. Oh, I just got 1.0 fighting. I got too excited. Well, in that case. Why is this letting me learn summons? That's new. Can I learn anything in my book without memorizing it? Huh. Anyway, we're not level 2. That means we keep training fighting, probably. Can train any skill now. Not any skill. Oh, any skill. I could train air magic if I wanted to. You better believe that I don't want to. That's wacky. I don't like that, I don't think. Alright, we're gonna rest. Oh, me of little faith. I guess we did escape him. The 1.5 stealth did it for me. However, he is awake and wandering around. I guess I should go south to avoid him, but it's gonna be bad if we have to run back up. Get my mana back. Can I have a column, please? Please, sir, may I have a column? Let's pull this back. What's worse, a dart slug or a leopard gecko? Gecko for sure. At least with the dart slug, I have some options with regards to walking away. Gecko, I just have to duke it out, basically, and win. Okay, that's a second potion. That's really good. Happy I haven't gotten shafted. At this point, I'm pretty pleased to see a cockroach. That's experience, you know? God, we're almost to level 2. Just a little bit more. There's a hatch. Don't care about the hatch. I already have it downstairs. Okay, this is a column. I think we finally have a column if we can just clear out this area. There's a frilled lizard. We'll kill him instantly. Am I exploring this right? So another downstairs. I'm going to take a look here first. No dart slug. Lizard hissed, but we didn't hear anything. So we'll pull him back to a nice safe area. Got him. Level 2. Based. We're not totally out of the woods, but this is huge. The fact that we have Call Imp is huge. We're going to train summonings up to 2 now, and we'll keep training fighting to 2. I don't want to train 2 things at once. Let's train... No, let's train 2 things at once because it might go over, you know, if I don't do that. The next thing we kill will almost certainly take us to... to 2. Got some stones to throw. Oh, I should rest, shouldn't I? Whoops, I didn't mean to rest 100 turns there. I wanted to just rest long enough to take my MP to 5, but apparently it already did. Jerkstow, thank you for the follow. I wonder where that dart slug went. There he is. Okay, we got the superior imp. We are totally safe. He launched 2 slugs at me, but I don't care. I'm just going to let my imp take care of him for me. Let's rest up. It's okay that I lost experience on that. I don't mind at all. Okay, we would certainly like to have this leather armor on, but not yet. Incredible Battle of the Titans here, where I try to melee with a cockroach. Cobalt shouts, we hear nothing. Nothing from the distance, though. Got him. He doesn't have anything quivered. Nice. Should have checked his quiver. Cool. Pull this guy back. Probably should have pulled these guys back. Perhaps a bit of a mistake. We have 1 scroll, 2 potions, no stacks. He shouted, we didn't hear any other shouts. No, I lost the streak on the DD with Arga. That's just how bad I am. No, we have a win on that. So this is the 3rd game in the tournament streak and the 57th game, hopefully, in the world record streak. There he is. There's the gecko. What we can do is we can make a couple gentlemen here and have them kill him for me just for safety. Got him. We're probably going to take spell casting. Well, God, my aptitude is so bad. Cost 5? Ugh. You have a bad feeling about this one? Don't say that, bro. I mean, sure, I could die at any moment on this type of combo. 16% fail rate on Call Imp. That's not so bad. I'm still going to take summons to 3. What's the not lame version of DCSS? That is B-Crawl. Ideally, yes, this becomes a melee character. No, I don't want to shout because more stuff than I want could come to me. I might start shouting once I go downstairs. Well, we're going Biog for the sake of the tournament points. I'd be going Gozag if I just wanted to play super optimally, but by the time I have a god choice, I'll probably be fine, and frankly, Biog is perfectly legitimate. Okay, we have claimed this section of the dungeon. They're doing the shouting for me, really. Unfortunately, I do think we take intelligence here. We need cast rate, basically. So that we can not get wrecked in the early game. And we are still in the early game. We're level 3 now. We have Conjure Flame available. It's going to be some time until we can abuse that. It's also the crappy, horrid Neo version of Conjure Flame. I shouldn't have run myself out of mana there. Something came walking from the other end. That would have been a huge problem. Damage. We have so much HP. Thank you, Hill Orc HP. Really helps. Well, slug is gone. The imp was just basically there to back me up if things went poorly. There's a hand axe. I'd like to train axes eventually. We probably won't start just yet. Our kill dudes, as they call it, our main way of killing guys when there's a problem is the summonings. But our main way of killing guys otherwise is just like melee. Once we get to summons 3, I should have less than 10% fail rate on call imp. Well, if I attack... Ah, shit! I wasn't even thinking. I shouldn't have worn that. That could have been cursed. Although I guess it would be okay if it was cursed. I would need 6 axes, actually, to feel safe about using this, because the base delay... The base delay is 1.3. It's okay, Enish. It's fine. Okay. So we have, unfortunately, no 2 stacks, so it's kind of like having no resources at all. We go down anyway. This is an okay place to land. I will shout a bit from here. Nope. I'm just afraid of traps. I'm afraid of shaft more than anything. That's a really good find. Even if that's cursed, that's probably worth equipping. Dang. Should I? Sling, huh? That's like -2. That'd be kind of a big issue. A sling, GG, everyone. No, not if it's not identified. You just don't know, man. Have you ever equipped a -2 sling? It's not a pleasant time in your early game after that. Hey, sling bullets. And B-crawl non-glowing weapons are always +0. I don't think that's the case in mainline. Is that the case in mainline? So a little bit stressful. No, it's not the case in mainline. I didn't think so. It should be, you know, perhaps. Okay, we have 2 staircases. Shout, shout, shout. It's a very empty floor. Hello. Come on, Jackal Pack. Come to the hallway. You hear a bark, you hear a shout. It's just one. Let's make an imp just to be sure that we're safe, but I should be able to melee him, and I can. Got him. Where's the rest of the pack? So concerned about being shafted, I have to say. Crypto sell-off, I think it's a short-term thing. But anybody who tells you they can prognosticate the future is crazy. I don't know. I mean, that's the short answer is I don't know. I think that if you dollar cost into crypto right now, you'd be happy, but I do not give financial advice. I am holding. So, take that as you will. Just use my referral links if you do. If you do buy any crypto. It will benefit you as well, because you will get $10 in free crypto, free Bitcoin, assuming you purchase enough. Which actually isn't all that much, I don't think. Okay, this has been pretty straightforward. We haven't run into any uniques. I'm happy about that. Hello! I like boots. You don't like this explore pattern? I'm avoiding the center. But yeah, I think you're right. I am probably going a little too far away from the staircases. I think you're right about that. Oh, Uphold's good. I like Uphold. They're the guys who manage the wallets for Brave. I believe that they are trustworthy. Wow. Oh man, that's oh yeah, this is the optimal choice. It's right there. This will guarantee the run. But I told them I was going to play Beog. Are we okay? We have 29 HP. We have access to Call Imp. A bad shaft could absolutely fuck this character. We don't have an Ash one yet, so go ahead and grab it. Alright. My biggest threat is priests. My biggest threat is being shafted. I agree that priests are somewhat scary for this character still, but once we start training more fighting, we'll be fine. Okay, yeah, I'll take Ashenzari then. This is just the optimal thing to do. First of all, this identifies all this stuff. Oh, look at this cursed hunting sling. I can wear this ring of evasion. I can wear this uncursed leather armor and still have really good cast rates. Oh, and it's +2. This is so good. Line of sight is their weakness, yeah. Well, it's just the fact that I cannot be explore trapped anymore is really crucial, you know? Mm-hmm. That is a short sword of draining. How terrifying. Okay, they killed Jessica. Good job, imps. You guys may have doubted me when I mentioned that Call Imp is one of the best spells in the game. Now you see that it simply solves my problems for me. I'm getting half experience for anybody who dies to the imps, but alright, we just gained an outrageous amount of power here. We have a wonderful weapon. This is so good I might actually train a little bit of short blades. We're kind of stuck with Ashenzari, so we may have to play as a real caster now. We'll see. Why can't you participate in the tourney, Enish? But yeah, now that we have Ashenzari, I feel so much better about this run. I think this is pretty much in the bag. You drain enemy, max enemy HP. Yeah, I don't know. I know that happens to the player. I'm not quite sure how the short sword of draining works in against monsters. Maybe the drain effect is just gone? I don't know. It used to reduce their hit dice, so no idea if that's still the case or not. Monster drain is still the same. You can reduce their MR that way. It's kind of cute. Alright, we don't know what these scrolls are. We don't know what these potions are. We do have a nice pile of consumables, but they're all 1-stacks. The only thing we know is that we don't have Remove Curse. I could wear this Cursed Hunting Sling. I'm not going to because I have a short sword of draining and it's just really good. Oh, shit. Huh. That's a hound. He's going to do so much damage to me. My defenses are shit. 15 EV's okay, but he hits for 6 and he attacks quickly. Then again, if I go up and go down, I could end up in a much worse situation. Could pull him up and fight him on his own. I don't know. Tough call. We probably win if we just swing on him, but there's no guarantee. By the way, we definitely train short blades at least to 2. Go up and drink. Disagree. I don't want to waste potions when we don't know if we need them. Unfortunately, I think the optimal thing to do is to go over here. Well, this is interesting. Okay. I'll take it. I'll take Polymorph. But yeah, I kind of stopped training fighting at 2.5, which is kind of silly to do because it's not a breakpoint, but I need my attacks to be at 1 speed. Interesting. Boomerangs. There's no white imps, we'll try again. There's no white imps, we'll try again maybe. Go into the hallway. What you got? Just a club? Yeah, that looked like the negative energy effect. Here's Shout X2. Come to me. Where's the wolf? Or the dog, rather. There he is. There. The imps just kind of slapped him at the same time, and that puff of frost just GG's them, you know? I feel ballsy enough to auto-explore. Actually, let's go to the staircase. Let's read 2-stack magic mapping. Okay. There's a 2-stack of potions. I should probably drink. Okay, we have Potion of Might available. It could have been Mutation, but then we would have had another mutation if we got something really particularly bad. It could have been Attraction, but that wouldn't have been a big deal either because we could just go upstairs. I probably should have gone upstairs before I drank, to be honest. Here's our boy. Time to learn if we can melee this with the help of an Iron Imp. Oh yeah, we just crush him. We just crush him, dude. This weapon's outrageous. Oh, they fixed the training bug. Do I like Attraction better than Agi? What do you think? No. It's terrible. There are some very limited places where you might want it, but I don't know. It's not really worth. Attraction is great. Why would you even need to use attraction at that point? Okay, Piquel is here. We're going to read real quick. It's identify. Okay, so we're in a situation where we have nothing particularly good for escaping identified. And we have 2 identify scrolls available. We have a 2 stack of potions. Everything else is 1 stacks of potions and scrolls. Contrary to the popular way of doing things, I kind of like to identify double stacks of potions, because if you have like 2 healing potions or 2 curing potions, that's way better than missing out on one. And it's kind of rare, honestly, to get a potion that just is garbage. There's only 2 that are truly horrible. One is attraction and one is degeneracy. Now that attraction is a thing, it was 2 1 stacks. But it could be, it's more than likely it's going to be curing. So we're going to do that. It's heal wounds. So that worked out in my favor very, very well. Now that we have heal wounds identified, arguably one of the most important potions, I think we're going to go for scrolls instead. Unfortunately, that was just amnesia. I was hoping for blink. I was hoping for teleport. I was hoping for fear. But I have 2 get out of jail free cards now, 3 if you want to count the might, which you should. Wow, you can fuck off, Piquel. That's an acid wand, Piquel. Don't we love D4 acid wand? Isn't that fair? Isn't that great? We're gonna poly him once we get him at range, basically. Like to exclude a wall. That's right, doesn't he? We found him on like D2. Why would I not take him? He's great. I was going to play Biog, but I'll just remember. I don't need to exclude that. We found Acid Wand Piquel, doesn't he? This is probably a floor skip. Even though we have Polywand, every moment we spend on this floor is... Oh my god! Oh no. He even has an MR plus ring mail, so I can't really poly him. Random effects. The random effects won't necessarily kill me. You know what we could do? Is we could just have imps work on him. But I think random effects can still have a bolt that does like a shitload of damage, including acid, so... I think we're going to see what's behind door number 3. Alright, door number 3 is the way down. Yeah. But yeah, I didn't really feel like getting shafted today on my sad little orcish wizard, so... That ringmail's amazing, I'd love to have it, but it's not worth risking my life for. Oh, whoops, that imp was still around. Okay, I moved slightly wrong, but we should be okay if I just melee him. He's not RN+, is he? No, he's not. We're good. I do have RC+, he says. Do I? Oh yeah, the leather armor, I had forgotten. Based. Okay, just kidding, I didn't need my imps at all there. He still hits pretty hard, even with the RC+, up to like 15 damage, I think. Or maybe 12-ish. I think it's 5 plus... 5 plus 15 cold, so 7 plus 5 with RC+. 13. Or, no, that's 12. I'm good at math. I'm smart. We're not going to take this staircase. This is the bad boy level. And in fact... God, I hate this new annotation system. Oh my god, shut up. Holy shit. Okay, I just typed 4. Alright. That's right, shut up, game. Okay. NPCs. What was it? It was acid wand Pikel. Oh, this is too long, isn't it? Oh no, you can make it as long as you want. Anyway, the big thing is to put exclamation points there, so if I try to go up, it warns me. So no mistakes can be made. Okie dokie, we have walked into a centaur. We're going to walk like this. We're going to walk like this. We're going to melee that to death. Do I marry myself to being a caster? I'm going to say no. I think we start becoming a big beefy man now. As Gary Burton suggests, it's going to be the strength. It's a little awkward with Ashenzari because you can make a perfectly viable caster with Ashenzari. Problem is you are a little bit beholden to whether the game wants to give you books or not. Oh my god. This is beautiful. There's a brand weapon. We could, We could pick up brand weapon at some point. More importantly, blinking both gets identified and I get a copy of it. Pikel does have an electro whip. I don't intend to use the electro whip. We've got a perfectly viable weapon. I almost never train short blades this much. 2 would have been sufficient, but I just decided I really wanted to be able to attack at a decent clip, so I decided to take it to 4, so I'm attacking at 0.9 speed with the short sword every time. It's also a little insurance for if I get a, what do you call it? If I get a shield. Anyway, we identified potion because we already found blink, and we have haste now, so this is very good. I do think that it's in our best interest to go ahead and purchase 1 identify. Potion of curing, so curing, healing, haste. We're doing well. We're doing very well. I can purchase another identify, which again I think is in my best interests. Let's see, there's probably better scrolls available than potions now. Enchant armor. Well, this character blows, so let's go ahead and enchant up the boots. Oh, also there's remove curse for sale, which didn't even occur to me, but we probably would like to curse something. Don't you think? I think that having some things cursed will make our piety go up faster. Although I think you have to reach a breakpoint for that to happen. We don't have our poise, do we? Nope. Shouting for the centaur. Oh, there he is. That's a short bow of freezing. Too bad I'm RC plus, bro. Okay. He was a bit terrifying, but we got him. You have to have one of hands, body, jewelry, reach partially bound, I see. So probably 2 rings, ideally. Curse an amulet or a weapon. The amulet by itself does that? Yeah, shield is good. I'd curse my short blade, honestly. Like, who's going to be turning that off? Not me. It might behoove me to train some evocations, but all we have is polymorph, so I don't think so. That's true. Okay, we have a short bow freezing. We know it's not cursed. We're going to drop the sling. I don't think that's the case, doesn't he? But I would be happy to be, it's one of those things I'd be probably pretty happy to be wrong about. Did I find reflect? I did. Where did that happen? When the hell did I find this thing? And how did I miss it? It must have just happened. Anyway, that's incredible. Because it's always plus 5 now. Can you believe they tried to take this thing out of the game? They said it didn't affect things much. Our character just became about 3 times more defensive. That's a good curse. That's a great curse, although I still think we curse the weapon first. We're never taking that amulet off, most likely. It's the best amulet in the game, barring faith on certain gods and artifacts, of course. I was talking about never taking off the amulet, not the weapon. Yeah, Bitcoin does that sometimes. I mean, it's up like 4x over the last month. Did you expect there not to be some kind of pullback? At least temporary. Oh no, it went from 10,000 to 40,000. Oh no, it's down to 35,000. Oh god. Oh god, it crashed. It's over. You know. Well, Gary Burton, it's more about getting that breakpoint so that because like I said, I don't think that you get a breakpoint out of just amulet. +1 ring mail with int +5. That's pretty cool, I guess. Can we still cast? The int makes it so we can basically still cast Call Imp. 1 more AC, 1 less EV. I guess we wear the ring mail. It's more GDR. I kind of like having cold resist, honestly, but the ring mail will be better overall. Feel okay about tabbing things now to some degree. I think it's probably time to get some armor. I'm going to watch my AC and see when it goes up. I'm not going to bother to use the AC command. Oh no, time to be punished, you guys. For taking off my RC. We have not gained AC yet. Enchant weapon. I'm not going to enchant the sword further. We're totally good. Did I just find a shop? Did I already go into that one? Yeah, that's the one I already went to. I think I buy another Identify. And the Remove Curse. Torment, okay. I'm not going to buy any of this stuff. Even if I could afford it, I wouldn't buy it yet. Okay. I guess we'll curse the amulet because I think the character's in good shape now, and I would like to see if Doesn't-He's right. I don't think so, but I'd be happy to be wrong. Let's find out. Yep, we're not at a breakpoint. It would have said you're partially bound in who to do or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, you need 2 pieces of jewelry, period. It doesn't matter what slot. That's okay, though. It's really good to have 2 pieces of jewelry cursed anyway, so if we can just get that. Then we'll have, once we get to 1 piety, we'll get some skill. Just making sure I haven't missed anything on this floor. It looks like I'm okay. Technically, I should be running around with the short bow out. This is a bit dangerous. Let's make some imps to help us out, just in case. If he gets real mad, you know. That would have been a problem. We got to 11 AC. We don't need to train more armor for a while. Kind of at a loss as to how to train this guy now. I think we really just train fighting like a madman. $63 HP. We just roll around punching things. Bitcoin is an ecological disaster. Changed my view. Last year, idling computers around the world used up many times more power than Bitcoin's mining across the entire planet. So there are many other places to start if you actually have an issue with the environment and Bitcoin. Moreover, you know, we make a choice to use electricity for useful things, and I struggle to think of anything that is more useful in a civilized society that relies on money, you know, other than the security of that money, you know, and that's what that power is used for. It's not simply used to quote-unquote make more Bitcoin or whatever. It is used to secure the network and to make the network censorship resistant. And as Anani Badger says, in the future there will be other systems perhaps that are somewhat less use somewhat less power. Proof of stake is what he's talking about. But for a proof of stake system to be truly robust, you need a whole lot of adoption. Dagger is good for bees. Yeah, but we'll probably one-shot them with the draining short sword anyway. Maybe. It's +1. I'm gonna stick with the short sword because it's +2. Biog is our master. Accept the truth or die, he says. Showed up a bit too late, my friend. Actually, you know what? A venom dagger would be better. I'm gonna get smited like crazy, but he can't kill me. He can't kill me, so we're just gonna drag them all the way up in a merry chase. Yep, you can keep smiting me, but you're gonna lose a turn basically for the trouble. Two orc warriors on D6, by the way. How do we feel about that? But yeah, I promise you that the amount of power that Bitcoin's using is not like burning the rainforest or anything like that. And in fact, if people wanted to mine Bitcoin with solar power or other renewable energy, they certainly could, and sometimes they do. I think some of the biggest Bitcoin mines of all time were stationed next to hydroelectric dams in China. Wow, that's a really early Warlock's Mirror. I kind of hate that weapon, or excuse me, I hate that shield, but finding it before I found anything else is pretty legit. I just wish we could have afforded it. There is a regular buckler, which we're not going to save money for Warlock's Mirror. We're going to go ahead and pick up the buckler. Oh, the mirror with reflect is okay. I'd still rather have a big shield, but I've got to take the buckler, you know, just to have shields right now. You hear the roar of battle. Watch it be the deep elf entrance. And okay. Yeah, you know, I should have picked up that venom dagger. Gary, you're actually right. What's the chance of draining triggering? Because I have completely forgot that. I know it's 1 out of 3 for electricity, and I know it's 1/2 for venom. But I don't remember what it is for drain. I think it's 1/3 again. So venom's probably better in the early game versus things that are susceptible to it. There's going to be Orc Knights in here. And there's a couple warriors right here. Is that a broadaxe? Yeah, it is. I guess we have our broadaxe if we can win this. Oh, now that we have paralysis, I should train some evokes, but we're using a shield, so maybe not. We have Berserk Rage. I think I'm just going to melee with the help of some friends. Oh god, they do too much damage. Ah! Alright, this is it. I will run to the exit if need be while berserking. How terrifying, you guys. That was safe, though. We could have taken 2 steps well hasted, effectively hasted, and gotten away at any moment. Although, actually, I should have done the math on that. Even with my GDR, I think there was a chance of me dying there. I had, what, like 50-something hit points? No, I think with Berserk HP I had 70, so I was probably safe. It's 20 per warrior plus the weapon. So, -2. Anyway, we have brand weapon, we have enchant weapon. We could have an okay broadaxe right now. Oh no, there's demonologists in here and I forgot. This could be bad. I don't think we can safely finish this vault. Not with the demonologists, they'll make stuff I just can't fight. They could make a 6 Furhy at any moment here, and I'd have to blow a blink to even get out safely, you know? And I can't be next to them safely to try to kill them, because again, 6 Furhy. My new axe attacks far too slowly and does far too little damage in my incompetent orc hands for the moment. So there's really... yeah, there's literally no way to safely do this. The paralysis would have been cool, but we're looking at a 20%, 28% chance for that to actually work. So basically there's just... unless I'm missing something, I do not think there is a safe way for me to... yeah, there's no way. So we're gonna do the better part of Valor and simply bail. Which is something you must teach yourself to do. You must learn the art of cowardice in DCSS. You must look at that beautiful pile of wonderful artifacts that's probably at the end of that Bailey and say, fuck off, I'm not going to die trying to get to these. That's my treatise on how to win DCSS. Welcome to my TED Talk. Thanks for coming. But you know, we did get a broadaxe out of that, so no matter how much the game screws me in the future, I will always have a broadaxe. Gosh, this is a lot of orc warriors. Gauntlet's always worthwhile. Well, you can always leave at any moment, so... kind of. Nutrition cost? There's no food, bro. What nutrition cost? To what? Hey, we got 3 telly. Power made flesh. How much power use do you think would be appropriate to be allowed to use to secure the world's money supply? To ensure that no one can stand between you and your transaction and censor you, say, for a political reason or a religious reason. You know, maybe they want to persecute you for whatever reason like that. How much power is it okay to use to achieve that result? Holy shit. That's just a casual Shadow Dragon scale just sitting here. Cash does that. Does it? Does it? Are you familiar with civil forfeiture? 17 AC, 11 EV. 17 AC, 11 EV. So we lose 5 AC if we wear the other thing, and we gain 4 EV. So it's better if we wear the Shadow Dragon scale. However, this takes away my call imps. Yeah, so if I'm driving around in my car with $100,000 cash, the cops in America, they can just take it. They can say, whoa, man, that is so suspicious that you have this money. We're just going to take this away from you. And you probably committed a crime, or you might have. We're going to say you did. This is probably drug money. We don't have any evidence other than the fact that you had money, but this is our money. They can do that legally. And then you have to sue them, essentially, to get your money back. How are you going to pay your lawyers? I don't know. They have all your money. They have a harder time doing that with Bitcoin. I don't have to trust a bank to hold my money with Bitcoin, and increasingly, I don't want to trust a bank to hold my money. That may sound crazy to you, but you've got Citibank right now saying that they're going to deplatform Republicans for voting about something in a way they didn't like. If you want to live in that hell world, fine by me, but I don't, you know. I do not want to live in a world where my bank tells me they can't do business with me anymore because my politics don't align with theirs. You have a gambling problem. Do not lie to the police, my friend. They will find out. But yeah, the quote-unquote printing of money is definitely very different with regards to fiat dollars and Bitcoin. Bitcoin will only ever have 21 million Bitcoin forever. Whereas, we don't have C invisible yet. Whereas cash, you know, the Fed just kind of gets together and says, wow, we'd like to print some more money today. But is it wasteful? You know, is the question. Is it really wasteful? Okay, we're doing well enough. I think I can save my enchant armor. I mean, like I said, what are you willing to pay in terms of power? What is the appropriate amount of power? The appropriate amount of power for the human race to use to secure its money supply, given the problems with cash that I just laid out. Also, keeping track of cash, do you think that's powerless? All the computers and servers and whatnot that the banks use? All the people employed at those banks doing things with electronics every day? Good thing you enchanted those boots. Fuck off, Gary Burton. Oh hey, it's a +2 pair of boots. Well, whatever. These ones look more stylish, okay? It gets style points. We're good to go. Yeah, I could get the MR Plus ring mail, but unfortunately, even at 85 HP, I don't trust going up against an acid wand. Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny, Gary Burton? The way that the game just kind of, for some reason, it always tends to give you stuff like that you've already enchanted. It chooses that exact slot. Alrighty. I come bearing tidings. I don't recognize this vault. I see that there's a worker ant inside. Either this is from 0.26 or I'm so out of practice that I just don't recognize it. Now there's lair, which technically we should go into. However, half my reason for going into lair is my fear of being shafted. And I don't have a fear of being shafted now. So we're going to open this up, and if it's horrible, that's okay. We have blink. This looks doable. By the way, I've just been kind of training stuff, not really paying too much attention. Let's, oh man, doesn't he? You're right. I forgot to use the ultimate power of Ashenzari. Oh, I have piety for skill boost. Yeah, I do, but it doesn't matter because I don't have remove curse to actually take advantage of that. Well, these things don't look out of depth, so it must not be a Minmay vault. Oh. Maybe it is a Minmay vault. Hello. Poop. 36 damage. I knew I should have just gone into the goddamn lair. At least that's not a branded Centaur Warrior. Chance of para. 34. Didn't train my evocations enough yet. This is why you scry. You know, doesn't he? I just was being greedy. I didn't want to use up my piety. Really goofy. I should have scried. You're 100% right. I probably have to use the might potion. It's literally all you use your piety for. Is true. Well, I wanted to have my... I'm not maxed yet is the thing, so I wanted to have my points. Man, this is actually pretty dangerous. I might have to just pre-telly. I can't be fighting the... No, I can't be fighting the centaur and the gargoyle at the same time. It's just not going to happen. That's too much damage, dude. Even with the centaur next to me. There he is. Is he going to be a dick and not come? Okay, whatever. I can at least get this thing out of the way. How do we kill the gargoyle with this weapon? We just can't do it, really. Not unless we paralyze him. Maybe with the short bow. Just kidding, I don't have a shield. Or I do have a shield now. You don't. Hey, with para we can. It's not really worth wasting the 4 para charges. Attacking with the axe would be crazy against that guy. He can do like 39 damage to me per turn, and I'd be attacking slowly. The loot in there, if I remember correctly, my crystallized memories are coming back to me Gandalf style. I seem to recall there are artifacts that spawn in here. At the very minimum, we know that there's a... Wow, a 3 stack of Potions of Might. Holy poop. You're probably right, Gary Burton, because then I can abuse Ashenzari to get that online really fast. On the other hand, if I curse one of my rings, I will have more evocations. It's probably not worth it, though. We don't have the cash to brand the weapon, unfortunately. And if we held off on the axe for a little longer, we could get Warlock's Mirror faster, which would be kind of cool. I don't see us beating the gargoyle, but at the same time, now that I've opened this crap up, I don't really want to go into lair. You know what would be amazing? Is if I could go kill Acid Wand Pikel and go take his Acid Wand. I think we can safely do that now. Even, well, if a Jib random affects me, we've got a huge issue. Because I could be paralyzed there. That's actually, I actually fear that more than Acid Wand at this point. If I was good at DCSS, I would have found our core. The true path to being good at DCSS. Yeah, I'm gonna run the risk. It's a risk either way, because Lair 1 could be a total ambush, and I would just really like to have wands. I'm gonna go down here. I know we can take care of Pikel really quickly. Convert to Jivia, kill Pikel. Convert back to Ash. What? You're here for the splat? Blokes, you got here too late to hope for a splat. I'm now officially in the safe zone. Not exactly the safe zone, but I'm getting there. Wrong channel, buddy. Based. How you doing, blokes? Good to see you. We are about to go toe-to-toe with Acid Wand Pikel, so... Wow, this is just Wand Central. Look at this dickhead. It's not a wand I'm afraid of, but he better not use up my charges. He uses up my charges. Polly? He's a killer bee. That's cool. I'm sure he will use it responsibly. It seems like it only exists to just steal your charges away, that whole mechanic. That is a Vorpal Greatsword. I'm going to try to melee this, but if I have any problems whatsoever, I'm going to use para. Looks like we're doing okay. No, I'm drained. Unfortunately, our freaking brand does nothing. I guess I could switch to the broad axe, but eh. Yeah, we are rotting. It's not exactly rot, though. It's like rot that goes away when you gain experience. It's pretty wacky. Man, that greatsword would have been kind of cool earlier. That's a War Axe of Freezing. Wow. We have 4 curing. We have 4 curing, so it's relatively safe for me to go hide in this hallway and not worry too much about getting confused. Sorry about the flashes. Can I melee this? Let's find out. Even with the brand, yeah, we're good. Alrighty, we have a cursed War Axe of Freezing. We can immediately get the curse. Let's turn on axe training and probably not wear that until we have enough axe training to trigger the existence of Ashenzari's skills, which you really don't need much, just like some. Can we melee a white with only 23 AC? Look, I'm okay, doesn't he? Let me explain. I am inordinately afraid of the new Drain, because there have been times when I've meleeed a white for a long time in the old version of Crawl, where I just go to like Dark Red Drain, and I feel like that would just put your HP, your max HP to like 10 in today's version. Jeez. I would have liked to have not had him next to me, but even if we get paralyzed, we should be okay. Let's try to paralyze him instead. 33%. What does he become if I polymorph him? A hound, a river rat, or a killer bee? Whatever, I'm just going to swing on him. This should be okay. At 88 HP, he would have to get some super wacky random effects. And actually, now that I think of it, I think Ebering is so goddamn lazy he never actually programmed them to use random effects. So, go me. Bring Mail of Willpower. Okay. That is a pretty good ring mail. Okay, so we go to 16 EV, 19 AC. So 4 more EV and 4 less AC. But we get MR out of the mix, and you better believe MR is the most important thing. They'd be able to pull Malmutate out of it if they could. Oh god. Oh no. I'm tempted to go ahead and use Enchant Armor on this Ringmail. Can you believe it? That could be our endgame armor, even though it's Ringmail. I don't want it to be, but it could be. Once I train armor, the shadow skills will be better. It will, but MR is the most important thing in this game, arguably, so... Unfortunately, he's a hornet. Oh god, why did I turn him into a hornet? I didn't see that. Oh no. Oh, poop. Well, I don't have Acid Wand to deal with anymore. I should have just paralyzed him. Piss. 50% chance of paralyze here. It's probably okay if he paralyzes me at this amount of AC. It's just going to be, like, scary. Paralyze. Succeed. We have to run up and kill it quickly. Good. If I had not killed him that attack, I probably would have blinked away, or at least read Telly for safety. Gibby. Gimme Wand of Acid. And another Potion of Curing, cool. We'll pick up the Whip of Electro, but we probably actually no, we're gonna drop that because we have the War Axe of Freezing. Is it time? How many skill points will Ashenzari give me? Probably not many at this level of curse, but I'm going for it. Your weapon hand is bound. You are slightly bound. Gain about 2 points. That's not bad. We're going to be attacking much slower than I'd be comfortable with, but at the same time, this axe is just legit. Too legit, you might say. Perhaps even too legit to quit. We are attacking at 1.2, 1.3. Alright, it is dependent on your skill level. You can't just train a tiny amount and then get 5 points, I guess. You know, due to Ashenzari, I am real tempted to just start enchanting this War Axe. .6, yeah. That's quick. Well, the +3 aptitude lets us take this thing up at outrageous speeds. It's kind of crazy that Hillorc has a +3 aptitude in axes. Why not Broad Axe? Because this has a brand, and I will be attacking faster with this thing more quickly than the Broad Axe. I think it's just overlooked because the devs tend to like to ruin anything with aptitudes like that. Honestly, the thing I'm more surprised about is that merfolk still have +4 polearms. Oh my god, they haven't been homogenized and made lame. Save the enchant weapon for broadaxe and brand weapon. Yeah, that's probably correct. I think we have enough. I mean, we're doing well enough that we don't need the immediate boost, but I'm just saying, if I get to, like, lair branches and I still... Well, what we'll do is we'll wait and see what we get out of the brand weapon. Attacking faster won't last long. Well, here's the other thing. We don't have any remove curse on board, and the cursed axe of freezing started out cursed, so we were able to actually get our skills. So grabbing the war axe, at least for the time being, was the correct choice. Blokes. And I'm saying that we may not find curse for a good long while. We may be stuck like this. Oh, my enchanting. Well, I'm saying if we are stuck like this, then we might as well enchant it up depending on how long we are stuck. Bro, are you just owning me? There we go. So we can beat the gargoyle with this thing. Unfortunately, he still hits for just a huge amount of damage. So I'm probably going to want to drink haste or something. Your base axis skill gains 3 levels. That's wild, yeah. That's the 3 apps, dude. That's why I'm just taking it to 20. Because I can. I could even take it to 27, probably have it done by lair just because of the fact that +3 aptitude is insane. Hey guys, I actually use the scrying button. How about that? Okay, I'm going to burn a mite. We know that we have 3 more mites coming up, so this hopefully will be sufficient. Yeah, man. The only thing that's better than 3 aptitude is 4 aptitude. Well, consider me wrong as hell. There are no artifacts in here. The morning star to kill hydras. Yes. I love fighting invisible orc wizards and giving myself an epileptic seizure due to the screen flashing. Okie dokie. Well, you know, I'm happy we did this because we cleared out the floor. Is there? Wow. Gary Burton, you've got the eyes of an eagle. We don't need it just yet unless we run into something in lair. I suppose that kind of sort of opens us up to kind of sort of we could do more dungeon safely, but mostly safely because we have 2 extra MR now. Wasn't there more to the south? Nope. It just led to the part that we already opened up. There's a door here, but we were already in here, see? I think we're gonna go see what lair has to offer. Well, ordinarily it would be terrifying to do D9, D10, D11 at this moment. Due to a lack of MR, we kind of have that under control. It's also terrifying due to shafting. Fuck. This is the most obnoxious beginning to lair ever. This watery thing. We're gonna wear the MR plus. What? I guess he did that before the ring got popped on. I'm gonna let myself get paralyzed, it's okay. Oh, am I marked? Okay. I'm not marked. Okay, we're gonna take this stuff up. Kill the moccasin first, he's the one doing damage to me. Kill this dickhead. I'm not marked, they just barked. Nice poem, bro. I'm not marked, they just barked. I should be thankful that it's just wolves, although we can't really tank this many wolves. Probably going to want to drink might. I should have done that before coming down. We could fight right here because most of these guys are in the water, but there's too many wolves coming. Just for maximum safety, we're going to go ahead and burn a might. I'll pay what I have to pay in order to be 100% safe to clear out lair. Now, what I probably should have done instead was maybe use a telly, but I don't have that many telly, so this is legit. There is pretty much no resource that you shouldn't be willing to pay in order to clear an entrance to Lair 1. Because if you fail to do that, you're in for a rough time. Yeah, blokes, everybody told me that was a bad idea, but my instincts screamed at me, "You're a hill orc wizard. Enchant your fucking war axe." Yeah, I was about to do that. Actually, I already did. I swapped the rings when I went to fight the wolves, because the basilisks were dead. Well, basilisk singular. I did it so fast you didn't see me. Oh man. Lair 1 7-headed Hydra. With our deep dwarf, we pooped all over this guy. We had a bunch of Lair 1 and Lair 2 Hydras, I think. This guy's not so lucky. He would get owned in melee really badly. How do we kill him? We have boomerangs, which we're not very trained in. I am not about to poly a Hydra, however, I am a little bit curious what it'll say. Tyrant Leech, Alligator, or Shining Eye, 26% chance. Based. We don't have Flaming. If I went to try to kill it in melee, it would probably just have infinite heads, because we don't have the power. We don't have the damage. We're gonna have to burn acid, I think, to kill him. Random effects would be pretty cool. But we would need a clear floor. 12.1 axis. You're right, 4 might not be enough. But what we will do is we will throw a boomerang, and we will hope that this is enough. We can survive 1 round of hits from this guy. Good, it worked. Oh yeah, Blade Hands versus Hydra, the ultimate danger. Sometimes you just one-shot them, but sometimes you low-roll a bunch. I'm sure you probably lost a character doing that. A jelly, a killer bee, or a ball python. I think I can just tab you. Actually, let's... Oh, Jesus Christ. I hate how much damage these things can do. You are now a jelly. Okay, so Spiny Frog's scary, but as you can see, this character kind of smashes them because of the freezing brand primarily, because it slows them. We have some spells now. I haven't even bothered to try to make this guy do Conjure Flame, which is kind of what you lean into in Lair on most wizards, but even the horrible nerfed version from Modern Crawl. Learn Blink. Yeah, I should do that, you're right. 38% fail rate's not so good, but... Alright, Gastrodonk is real rude and decided to wear a non-enchanted hat today. He's, yeah, I will learn Blink. I should probably learn Enchant, Animate Skeleton as well, as much as I really don't want to. How do we kill Gastrodonk? I think we have to leave him on this floor, which is always a sad time. Can I slow him? No, not with the War Axe, and I would be out of my mind to try to melee him. He hits for quite a bit of damage. I think we should vault and then poly him so we can turn him into a Titan. Yeah, I would have to might and haste and then melee. No, not worth. Now, if he had the Hat of the Alchemist, then maybe. Although, I do have to say, getting him off Lair 1 would be pretty good. Oh, Gary Burton, yeah, said the same thing. What if I learn the slow spell? Yeah, you can slow him that way, if you can get past his MR, which I believe is prodigious. We're gonna clear this floor as best we can, even with him wandering about. We have the money for brand weapon now, by the way. Roseman stuck in an early game after I thought he was done for the night. Well, you can watch the VOD if you missed the beginning. I couldn't take it, man. I needed more crawl. I had to put it in for my team, you know? No, we're gonna buy the chainmail first, because it could be truly game-changing. Arlek and RC. Could it be? Oh, it's only +1. Boo. 2112. I probably just want the ring mail. Oh yeah, right. Oh yeah, mainline, they really know what they're doing there. Well, look, this was worth the money. This was worth the money invest. It could have been something good. The resists are nice. It's, God, you're right. I will carry it around for ice caves. All right. I just want to leave garbage like that behind, but, no, you are correct. You should carry it around. But yeah, in general, you want to be walking around with MR if you can. Hello, Tower Shield. And by Tower Shield, I mean large shield. That's right, 25. You thought I wouldn't go straight to 25 skill? You were wrong. Although we're not going to wear it just yet. Well, wait a minute. How fast do I attack? 0.9? 0.8 sometimes? Let's get axes up a little bit higher. Just a bit. And shields, for that matter. I guess we're not going to be using Warlock Shield. Das true. Das true, Rogue Shenanigans. She will help me out once I can find some damn remove curse, which I feel like has almost definitely been made rarer. Well, this is the third game in a row where I found almost done. What the fuck, dude? You're at 16%. This is the 14%. This is the second time I've been petrified almost immediately. And again! Bro! I didn't even bother to swap my other MR Plus ring on, but... I mean, give me a break, dude. I'm wearing ring mail of MR. You almost never have that at this point. Pretty much. It's enough to make me want to actually wear the MR all the time, even though I'm in lair. Yeah, I was trying to remember which fork had made it so Ash doesn't use curse scrolls. I think that's a good change. I think marrying the player to RNG with their god is a really, like, to floor RNG is just kind of bad design, so that's a good change, bro. Man, it's too bad the plants have been knocked out of the way. We don't have the resources to safely clear these things out. We could paralyze them, maybe, but that's only 43%. We don't have very many charges. More? No, Nemelex is okay because his whole gimmick is RNG, so it fits with the theming of the god. I'm okay with that, frankly. I'm not okay with Ashenzari just being turbo-cucked if the game decides to screw you over on remove curse. I want that wand. You know, come to think of it, we can do the ultimate in cheese strat technology. What is happening? Did I just crash the game? Is the server lagging? I can't input any commands. Really walk into a travel excluded area, and then it just stopped. I'm pressing escape. Nothing's happening. Oh, I lost connection. I see. My internet died. That also explains why no one on Twitch is saying anything. 1 second. I'm going to have to restart this video. I think I'm back online. Yes, I am. How curious. Alright, I'll stop the video and start it back up again. Okay, we have fixed the connection problems. My bad there, I guess. Well, not really my bad, it just kind of happened through no fault of my own. Yeah, we do have apportation, that's true. It's not really anything worth bothering to apport over here. I guess there's an identify scroll. I would very much rather go up and kill this thing, because there's going to be stuff back here that I'm going to want to get as well. And I was about to say, I can be super cheesy, I think right before I got disconnected, and I can just... You know, he can only do 41 damage to me, right? So we can just random effects him over and over. And eventually he dies, or gets paralyzed. Or I roll the stupidest of random effects, and nothing happens. Well, almost. Almost. Oh no, we're out of random effects. Okay, we're gonna try. You guys ready? Technically, he could get 2 shots off. That's probably not going to happen, but you know what? I shouldn't roll the risk. Yeah, forget this. We're done trying to do this. If the random effects had worked, we could have gone for it, but we're just going to grab the Ice Blast. Apparently Ice Blast. We could use that to finish him, I guess. Is he still hurt at all? I don't think so. Nope. Well, I can get a look at what's behind him. Yeah, I swear I think there's loot behind him. Let's not be greedy. I don't want to waste my Ice Blast on that when there are so many more tempting targets. Well, a DCSS run is probably 3 times the length of a Spire. A Spire run is the justification for that. That and my overwhelming hatred of playing DCSS. Why would I ever play that game, he says, as he plays DCSS. Potion of Mutation. Play Rage on a 10-minute loop for enough money? Absolutely. There are a few things that I wouldn't do if you offered me enough cold hard cash. Okay, let's bail on this floor. Volcano. Magic map. A foot stream for $10. See, I said enough cold hard cash, sir. Volcano's over here. There is a staircase that leads right to it. Breh. Oh, wow. Artifact robe. I'm so excited to wear this MR- artifact robe. So cool. We do not have any RF plus. Oh man, there should be a WoW command that plays the, that plays, what's his name? The guy from all those Wes Anderson movies, who says, wow. Oh yeah, why do you think I'm being so slow? I am terrified of the Lindworm, because I don't have RF. And there he is. Yeah, 3d18, 60 damage, you can kill me in 2 hits. Almost 60, I should say. We don't have resist, we do have blink. We are going to... Is he Vaughn Ice? No, he's not. How much HP? Oops. 49, we could kill him with all these Ice Blasts. Could we poly him? 43%. Come on, give me a good poly. Based! No, I was not a foot model. Actually, in college, I briefly worked as a nude model for art people. Paid surprisingly well for a college student. $20 an hour, if I remember correctly. Totally worth it. Okay. That's right. Fat paid. Abstract art. You know, I've just been kind of going through this volcano without paying too much attention to whether I should be in it or not. Without RF+, this is one of the ones you can relatively safely do, but the end of it could be ugly as hell, and so could the clouds. Alright. my self-esteem just can't take it, you guys. Okay. Shit. I'm just gonna Ice Blast this guy. Yeah, I don't feel so good about not having RF. Also about apparently not noticing that this is the path right here. We have some 2 stacks. Maybe one is RF. Anyway, I'm safe as long as I have this blink. The door's on top today. We can open up, we can go in, we can close the door. You'll get RF for not dying. Ah, yes, my reward. Hey, I wonder what's back here. Oh gosh, I'm gonna really hate opening this door and getting killed immediately because I didn't know what was behind it. Oh, wait. Thanks, Ashenzari. So, first of all, these boots have star slows, so I know that I do not give a fuck about them. However, there is a plate armor of fire resist, and I would really like that. Well, see, it depends on what volcano you get, Rogue Shenanigans. The different volcanoes have wildly different difficulty levels. This one you can kind of get away with doing without RF. Learn Shatter to break the wall. Oh well, the Ogre Mage is indeed a bit too dangerous. Can he one-shot me? 60, 246, 68, 76, 80, 84. 84 damage LCS. He can't one-shot me, but he can come damn close. Look at its breath damage. Oh, yeah. No, that's only 60. Actually, 54. Ogre Mages cannot banish. I don't think they could ever banish. I'm more afraid of the Paralyze, which I can't actually do anything about. Even if I put on my other MR. You're looking at a 5% para. So, we're going to have to think about this from another angle. If I take this fight, it's going to be with both haste and might up, and even then I'm not going to feel good about it because there's just so much damage coming in. Zerk would not do this for me. I would not say that this is no reward. There is a plate armor there of RF, which I could very much use as my endgame weapon, or excuse me, endgame armor, if I no longer need MR. So I wouldn't say that it's no reward. Also, there's this potion, there's this might potion, which will replace some of the used consumables. Big pile of gold. Is that a broad axe? Yeah, no, fuck off. This is not all risk. This is not all risk, no reward. This is my endgame weapon right here, bro. See that? Metallic amethyst potion. Yeah, we have it. Is that more likely to be resistance? It's either agility, brilliance, or resistance. Really? I don't think you're correct. I thought volcanoes almost always spawned berserk. Also, there's no agility anymore. Hee hee. Oh, you didn't notice the broad axe? I'll be honest with you, I only just noticed the broad axe 5 seconds ago. Oh man, I just had to give you grief. Still, this is a little bit rough. Frankly, I would swap for the broad axe right now if we had enough remove curse to make it happen, but we just don't. How much you want to bet they reduce the number of remove curse just to nerf Ashenzari to annoy people that were trying to get away from explore traps? Yeah, it's berserk or resistance, so I agree. That's actually incredibly clever, blokes, to notice that. Well, we can drink it and find out relatively safely. Even with resist, though, I am a bit scared of Mr. Ogre Mage, who can paralyze me. I think I've just been really unlucky. That is possible. Probable, even. The ogres are very susceptible to paralysis, but if it's Zerk, I'm walking away, dude. You kidding me? Well, again, I'm afraid of being paralyzed. Paralyzed is a death sentence here. Like a super, super bad death sentence. There are ways that I can kill the Ogre Mage without risking paralysis, but it kind of relies on them moving correctly and letting me Ice Blast a bunch of times. 5% won't parry you. That is not the correct way to think about this game, sir. Quick, we'll drink both mutations and try to get MR plus from it. Is there any potions that could help me out more here? Not really. Experience would. But I'm sure I don't have that. The scroll could be silence. If I had silence, I would feel safe doing this. So probably we read the scroll. And if it's not silence, we just bail. If it is silence, we immediately drink haste. Excuse me, we drink the other potion. And if that's resistance, if we have silence and resistance, we go in. Otherwise, we just get the hell out of here. Fog would do not a goddamn thing, because the problem is, unless I'm able to Ice Blast through one of these guys, basically, to where the Ogre Mage is right behind him and is taking damage, and I'm killing him without a risk of para. Unless I do that, anytime the Ogre Mage is near me, he could para me and I just die. So, here we go. It's Brand Weapon. Oh no! The Molten Gargoyle woke up from his little sleepy time nap. Okay, everybody's awake. Do I want to telly? I'm very likely to telly somewhere that I want to be rather than somewhere I don't want to be, considering how big this floor is. However, I could just end up right here. So let's think real long and hard about this. If I try to walk out of here, Mr. Molten Gargoyle is just going to float on over the lava and proceed to bolt of magma my ass, probably. However, the range on that is only 4. Do I have javelins? Wouldn't that be cool? No. That's a good idea. Actually, that's a really clever idea, but unfortunately none have spawned. I would try that too, probably. I'm thinking too much, bro. This is the world record streak. Of course I'm thinking. Something kind of funny we could do here is, like, we actually could para this guy, assuming it would work at 43, which it probably wouldn't, and then just kind of wait for this thing to get next to it and then Ice Blast a lot. But it's just inconsistent. He's got 55 HP. Ogre Mage has 55, so there's no guarantee that the Ogre Mage would die first, and if the guy in front dies first, oops, I'm paralyzed. Oops, I'm dead. So, yeah, we're leaving. It's just a matter of how we're leaving. Polymorph the Ogre Mage. Well, if I'm polymorphing him, he's trying to para me, potentially. And yeah, their MR is too high anyway. Wonder if there's a way I could get him to reveal his book. If he's the Invis guy, or the Blink guy, just sort of dicking around here gives me a chance to see his book. Actually, he could haste other as well, and that would reveal that he's the paralyzed guy. The boots are awful. They have Star Slow on them. We are not wearing the boots. You couldn't pay me to wear those boots. So yeah, actually, it is possible for us to get some knowledge here. Blink guy is still terrifying. You're correct. If he blinks into the hallway, we're having a tough time. I think we burn Telly. Okay. Discretion is the better part of valor. I had this friend in high school named Khalid who kept saying that. I'm really not sure why. He had this really, like, sort of obnoxiously loud girlfriend who was really into nature. Her name was like Jahira or something. Something like that. Weird couple. Someone will understand what the hell I'm saying. Yeah, we lost on the experience, but that's fine. It's always better not to lose your character. Or to risk losing your character. Nobody here has played Baldur's Gate? Not a single person? Actually, wait a minute. Enish is here. He knows what's up. Yeah, there we go. He knows what's going on here. Hey, there you go, Turbo Stoat. This is why I was banned from playing this game. Yeah. I deserved it. Too many 90s video game references, I guess. Am I getting owned? I think I'm getting owned. Ah, there we go. Alrighty, so on the plus side, we have branded our broadaxe, so as soon as I get a nice stack of Remove Curse, we can have a better day. What's that big red thing? Okay, he walked off. It's a Hydra. Well, it's a fact, though. That is how it works. Alright, we have Remove Curse. I'm going to curse the Large Shield, because the thing is, I would actually need 2 scrolls if I wanted to swap weapons and still have a cursed broadaxe. So, it's not worth it. Yep. We are on the same page, my friend. Give me a big pile of shield skill, please. Lukewarm take. It's a pretty good take. I mean, this large shield is going to keep us from taking an enormous amount of damage in here. Did I just see a cloak? Soy jacks. Based. Hey, that's 2 more AC. Hell yeah. My boy. Well, you know, the left loves ugly things and hates beautiful things. That's right, I said Gutex was beautiful. So they have to destroy everything of beauty. It's kind of part of the proposition there. It's their way of life. Damn, dude, make the Hydras stop. I'll keep burning Ice Blast, but I tell you, I probably should have trained more evokes so we would be burning less Ice Blast on that. We need a renewable way to kill Hydras, and we're just not there yet. That's one of the reasons why that Flaming Broadaxe would have really been handy. Hey, check it out, it's my girl, Altar of Ashenzari. Fuck you! Another one? Alright, Ashenzari, why have you forsaken me? We can't melee it. I'd like to, but... No, fuck you, Leatherman! Take a stand for beauty. I will. I will one day install BTTV. In fact, I probably will. Does it supersede Twitch's bullshit? That's what I want to know, because I've been just assuming that they set it to a new emote to kind of supersede better Twitch TV. So I'm curious how that actually works. Perhaps making some bad assumptions here. All right, we're gonna try to Ice Blast this to death and see if we can't tank. Hey, it worked. 5 evokes is not enough, but the thing is, it's not worth training more evokes now because we don't have enough wands for it to be valuable. They took out Omega Lol? Why did they do that? Let me guess, it's racist or something, somehow. I don't know. I was never big on emotes, I guess. The Frost Book. How you guys like this Hill Orc Wizard, by the way? I, for one, am very happy that it's out of the horrible D1, you know? It's actually a fairly reasonable D1 outside of the wacky start. Wow, plus 10 Scimitar Vorpal RN+. That would have been really cool to find. A little late now. I see that Lair 5 has gifted us with yet another Hydra. Oh god. Pull these guys up. Is there a BTTV plugin for streaming software? Because that'd be good. Muscle Wizard without the muscle. Muscle Wizard without the intelligence, really. They took away the int. It's a sad day when basic bitch green slimes are showing your character who's the boss of this gym. And it's not you, it's the slime. It's a pretty strong melee character, don't get me wrong, but he could be stronger. 22 damage a pop, regular speed, I mean, yeah. By this point in the game, they will melt your AC a good bit. I've been running around with MR Plus instead of my AC, which is technically wrong, but at the same time, it means that this little dickhead is probably not going to ruin my day. Oh man, even at 1%, I can't risk this. Hydra plus Basilisk. What's this game doing to me? It's not a strong melee character, it's a non-trash melee character. It's true. Okay, we are officially out of ways to kill Hydras. You almost never see me going through the monumental effort of training some throwing to deal with Hydras, but I might have to. Or I might just have to leave that guy lying around, I guess. Ordinarily I'd switch melee weapons, probably be okay, but we can't do that. Due to Ashenzari. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and enchant up the tower shield. Given the curse, we're very unlikely to go off of it. Just trying to think what I want to do here. I really don't want to train throwing. At -1 aptitude. I mean, the 5 throwing wouldn't be that bad, but I really just want to get my shields continued on its way, you know? Oh, this is spicy. Oh, I know what I have to do. What am I thinking? I have animate skeleton. I just have to take my armor off real quick, or take my... Well, no, I can't take my shield off. The shield's what's stopping me from casting. Whoops. Stair dance this, just to be safe. This would be a really sick animate skeleton. I guess I can just try it at 88% fail rate. It'll eventually work. Yeah, wrong brilliance, bro. Ooh, there we go. Ah, fuck you! I didn't realize I could actually get contaminated. No! Oh, poop. -2 strength. It's not the worst. It turns out if you miscast a level 1 spell enough times, you will be punished. I forgot that even gives you contam. For some reason I thought that low-level spells were exempt. The game must punish you, I guess. Well, we're gonna have to live with that lack of STR, I suppose. %26 chance to para. Let's give it a shot. Got him. So we can overpower him. We actually can't overpower Hydras. They're healing from the heads getting chopped off. It's just probably really dangerous to do if we can't para first. Yes, Raygoon, this is a tournament. How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Well, the SH works for about 3 heads, and then after that, you might want to kiss your ass goodbye. This is kind of interesting. Is this a joke about Indiana Jones? Because there's a hat and there's a whip, and I swear to God, I'm pretty sure that there was a hat and there was a whip in this exact vault when we found it before, and they were both artifacts. It's a pretty good hat, too. Hill Orc, press tab to win. Oh, it's a Hill Orc wizard, so not really. What? I auto-explored. That was a ruined gate. I guess it wasn't really ruined. Paralyze. Maybe I can beat him without paralyzing. Maybe. Excuse me, sir. I will not have you rolling today. We have 9 curing. I feel okay about fighting Tarantellas, but not with a goddamn Zot trap around. Technically, yes, splits, but the odds are so bad that you really should just forget that that's possible. Okay, I'm gonna drink a curing. This is incredibly ugly. I shouldn't have opened this vault, probably. All for a ring of ice, which I don't even want. That was a bad call on my part. Just a bunch of danger that I didn't need to put myself in, but that's okay, it worked out. There's 6. Yeah, that's a good point, Rogue Shenanigans. Hey, Pancake. How you doing, man? Okay, so there is an ice cave. A whole bunch of hydras that we really can't do much about unless we para them. My earlier misplay of not doing Volcano, that was not a misplay, I assure you. That was called a cautious play. Hornswoggle. Why are there dream sheep here? I don't want to be put to sleep. Do we have fear? We don't have fear. Alright, I'm gonna run the risk of... Well, this is some horse shit, actually. There's, all the staircases are together. So I either deal with a bunch of hydras or I deal with a bunch of dream sheep. If I step... It very well might be Rogue Shenanigans. Because you liked 1 hydra, you might like 2 hydras, dream sheep. No, no javelins. So ordinarily I'd probably want to fear here. Can't do that. Somewhat of a comedy option would be to like blink right here and then dig. That would be super safe. However, that's very resource intensive. The only reason I want to do this right now is because I would like to do that ice cave if possible. What do I think of Abyss entrance and lair? I think it's borderline cruel to put Abyss monsters in lair. Berserk potion go up. Can you sleep while Berserk? Also, we don't have Berserk identified, so nope. We probably just go up. I think that the way that works is even if I get put to sleep, as soon as I get hit, my guy goes up. The problem is, like I said, I would really like to do this ice cave if I can. I've already given up 1 portal vault. It's not to say it might not be the right thing to do. It cancels the stairs? That's not how Petrify works, but sleep may very well work that way. So let me think for a second. Going up is probably the right choice. If that somehow fails, if I get put to sleep, you have an ice axe and ice plate probably isn't going to be your late game armor. Well, actually it could be. I was thinking more like RC plus cloak would be nice to have. Or just the rolls for artifacts, you know? It's just I don't skip portal vaults if I can get away with it. Just because I am very quick to abandon them doesn't mean that I don't want to do them if I can. It is laying a lot of artifacts on the table potentially. No, I think after careful analysis, I believe that I agree this is not really safely doable. The only way that this is the only way I could make this really safe is if I blinked away right now and then did a dig and burned a bunch of resources. So the question is that worth the ice cave? What I would probably be using is blink, probably 2 digging, probably at least a might, maybe a haste. Dinky. Just use clarity, bro. Oh, wait. No, he's serious. Wait, I'm fucking dumb. I'm Ashenzari. Yeah, I'm immune to this bullshit, aren't I? Am I immune to sleep from clarity? I don't remember. Sleep is something that I'm not sure existed in the game when clarity was first made. I know it makes you, confuse immune. Well, we could just look it up. Maybe LearnDB will not be an asshole for once. Prevents confusion. Oh, it does prevent sleep. Alrighty. Go Dinky. What a champion. This is safe as hell, then. We will crush all of this. It's just funny, you play a bunch of Ashenzari and you don't play very much Ashenzari and you simply forget that you have clarity. How would you know that in game? You would have to look it up under status. Just kidding, you can't look it up under status. I think the game just kind of flips you the bird and doesn't let you look that up in game. Yeah, I just forgot that blocks slow, or excuse me, blocks sleep. Yeah, okay, so sleep itself doesn't say that clarity makes you immune, but you would be able to look up ISIL, I suppose, and see that there's immune next to it. Yeah, it shows up on the caret screen, but it just says Ashenzari keeps your mind clear, which is a very fluffy kind of way to inform the player that he can't be put to sleep. I don't like it. Try to para, fail, go up. We're probably going to miss the ice cave anyway, but we know that at least one of the hydras is not there. I would say it's better than the skill boost, honestly. Got him. Oh, this is horribly dangerous trying to tank all this shit. Beeline to ice cave? Hell no. I don't care if I miss the ice cave, if it means not taking damage, but yeah, the ice cave is probably ending. Is it worth burning 1 dig? I'm gonna say yeah, if only to make a hallway for later. Why are ice caves more important to me? So important to me? Well, it's more like it's just like artifacts are important to me. Oh, there's no way through here. Okay. I've messed it up. It's not good. I'm gonna have to use resources. Why did I have the feeling that he would wander off, and he just didn't? It's the 2-dragon entrance. Yeah, actually that can be demons. Hey, look, it's demons. Nice devils. No, we're gonna have to use more than, thanks for the follow, whoever that was. I could dig through, sure, but I don't really want to... Yeah, you can actually dig through these rock walls, but that's just going to make me surrounded by ice devils as well. I love the fact that my scry revealed this lovely hydra up here, too. I'm using more resources than I'd like. Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, basically, like I said, if I can do the portal vault reasonably safely, of course I want to do it because there's loot in there. It's essentially a loot pile I'm leaving on the table. I agree entirely that the base answer should be no, I'm not doing it, but that doesn't mean that you should be horrendously quick to leave. Like, I weighed the volcano, for example, very carefully before I decided to leave. Evocations is only 5, actually. We just happen to have gotten lucky and found a bunch of digging. Evocations training has nothing to do with Dig Wand, though. It's just luck, whether you're going to find it or not. It's not ideal, no. If I do this, no, he'll come annoy me. The other thing is I don't want to be hit by this Rhyme Drake and take a whole bunch of damage. 5 is not enough. No, usually not. I guess with all this paralysis I probably should have trained more. It's just that I have this big boy shield. And there's the fact that as soon as I curse a ring I'm going to have more evokes, which is why I... Fail state is... don't get ice caves. Pretty much, yeah. Well, no, the fail state is I have to use my fucking scroll of blinking, and I only have one, and I really would feel bad about doing that, unless we use Telly right now. I don't... Even with, like, haste and might, I don't see us tanking this 8-headed Hydra and being happy about it. I almost want to just read Telly right now. Which is whack as hell, but... I think you got this. You know, Lignify Torment is I know you're joking, but that's actually a legitimate thing here. You'd be surprised how good Lignify is versus Hydras. If I got myself into a kill hole and I Lignified, like a partial kill hole to where I could still see everything, and then I did Torment, and then I just started punching things. Well, I couldn't punch things, I'd have to use the War Axe still, but still, that could potentially be okay, especially with might. I'm not doing that though, because that eliminates many of my options. I would probably do that if we weren't married to the axe. I'm not going to use this resource later on is not a good enough reason by itself to use a resource. Yeah, we're going to teleport. There's too many bad things that can happen. Very glad that I teleported because we immediately got flash frozen. I'm going to use a little bit of healing just to be totally safe. Take a step, take another step, take another step, get the telly. Okay. I have enough remove curses to swap axes. Yeah, that kind of happened while I was exploring Lair 6, I think. But yes, I should have probably taken care of that before going into Mr. Bones' wild ride here. We have another Hydra. It's too bad that's not a fire axe, by the way. Can I avoid him coming for me? He's trying to kill that bush. Great. Oh, it's elephant time. We've given up on the ice cave. No ice cave today. Where's my fear scroll? Bad luck. No fear scrolls, bro. Hey. This is way too many turns. God, that's terrifying. Holy shit. You kill the 17-headed Hydra. That was probably a bad choice to run up and attack him so many times. He could have been unparalyzed at any moment there, and I think we would have survived one round from that, but I do believe I just took the risk of dying. Well, maybe not. We would have blocked a whole lot of attacks, pretty much guaranteed. Hey, Senshi, how you doing, man? Get off this floor. You can't deal with hydras. Yeah, no, I'm planning on it now that we can't really do the ice cave. We're going to chill in our little cute corner here. And we are going to use our remove curses now. Curse item. Enchant weapon. We actually have Mendeley on this already, based. The run is very spicy, my friend. Okay, we're going to get some evocations power right now by cursing something. It's gonna be the Ring of MR. I'm very happy to have MR all the time. That's fine. Do we want to curse something else? Do I want to go ahead and curse the Ring of Evasion? I'd probably rather not, but at the same time, that would give me a little more evokes. It's called Willpower now, but I'm going to call it MR, because Willpower is a very dumbass name. I think I would disagree that 4 Protection is greater than 4 EV here. Since I go from 10 to 14 versus 19 to 23. But, I guess we would have to be like Leo and F-sim it to be 100% sure. And ain't nobody got time for that, so I am going to simply go by my instincts. I should never actually be in melee with one. Well, once you get to a certain point, it's okay. One of those works when you're paralyzed, the other doesn't. Where's the logic there? What's going to paralyze me? How am I going to get paralyzed with this gigantic pile of MR that I'm wearing? At 2% in Lair, where Orc Sorcerers don't spawn? I mean, yeah, maybe if I went into Orc, that would be a good argument, but I'm not there. If I were to see an MR threat that could paralyze me, you probably would see me swap. Well, that's not working. Talking about cursing it. Ah, okay. Fair point. Fair point. Although I still think we're going to have full MR. Gosh, I wish we could take this damn axe off. I believe in myself. I think it's better for me to be out of tree form so I can blink away. There we go. With might, we kill them fast enough. Okay. I had a good reason for that. What do you want me to do? Stay unarmed for the rest of the floor, hoping that I find a Hydra first before the rest of this shit? Wasn't really an option. Okay, I'm pretty sure that... I didn't check the messages, but I'm pretty sure that this is, Oh no, it's still there. Wow. Feels weird just strolling into these dudes and not caring. Hey, blink scroll, that's great. Okay, this is a bit dangerous. This burns terribly. Hey, we slowed him, cool. They can do so much damage though, and only 18% chance to para. Yeah, well, I know that because of Gamma Funk, it's very unlikely that I'm going to get a chance to get more digging throughout this whole game, so... I'm very stingy, and turns out we didn't need to. Hey guys, I made it into the ice cave. Taking only one horrid risk along the way. The The 17-headed Hydra was actually a mistake. Yeah, this is probably Ice Giant. I think it actually has to be Ice Giant. So as Gary Burton says, it is optimal right now for us to swap to the chain armor. Dude, we have 10 slots. We're not gonna run out of inventory in Honey Badger. Although I should drop this hand axe, come to think of it. Could have done that at any moment. We also have the Ring of Ice, by the way. But we're not gonna wear that. Well, hold up. Let's see. 21 AC versus 10 EV. There's no MR threats in here. Let's wear the chainmail for the GDR. Yep, it's Ice Giant. Do we have... It could be Necromancer, actually, now that I think about it. I'm pretty sure it's Ice Giant because of animals. We don't have Torment. We don't have Immolate, which is the usual way that I like to kill the Ice Giant. If we do have it, it's not identified. How are we going to do this? Do we have the ability to kill him? Well, with RC, the stupid Reaper Ice Caves, I'm pretty sure it's still there, yeah. What a goofy ice cave. No, I don't think we're going to blind read, although we could. Fuck off. God, I hate Twitch. They're too busy unpersoning Gutex to deal with the obvious and blatant spam on their platform. Anyway, probably just use resources to, probably just use like a Might Potion and swing on him. We do have RC+. Then again, he hits like a truck, so we'll see. Wow, we just found more digging. Imagine the luck. Tab, tab, tab. Boom, boom, boom. Look at all this experience. Pretty cool stuff, man. It's all being dumped into shields. Yeah, B-Crawl's great. No reason to fight this wolf and the statue at the same time. Just kidding. The statue killed the wolf. Okay, yeah, I think the giant's behind these guys. Eh, maybe not. Oh, am I losing connection? Am I lagging? What's happening? Oh, fuck me! My, what is going on with my internet tonight? Alright, I guess I'll stop this and start it up again. Alrighty, technical difficulties resolved. Let's see what we can do. Don't show me those fake PogChamps. Oh, right, I have to refresh this page. Derpity-doo. Play 0.26. Boy, I tell you, Kelby does not like it when you just disconnect. I just got this weird overlay. Here we go. Okay, this is working now. Okay, let me take this off. Stream problems, streak invalid. Yes. Yes, I am raging at my internet right now. Alrighty, we were fighting these poor animals here. Whoa, let's not tab so fast. Holy shit. We were crushing these guys a second ago. What happened? My VHS tape got twisted. Oh yeah, it's like I'm actually... This is all pre-recorded, even though it's recorded online and you can tell that I'm playing live. No, there was a guy who was apparently like playing Yoshi's Island, and he had pre-recorded his inputs and shit. And he had basically had a task play for him, and he pretended he was playing live. He had a camera on him, on his hands, on everything, and he was just like nonchalantly crushing world records. Why can't I use spacebar to pass a turn in 0.26? Did spacebar ever do that? I used to macro spacebar to AF for Deep Dwarves on speedruns, but by itself it doesn't seem to do anything. What you could do is you could macro spacebar to period to get that same functionality. The way you do a macro is you press, you hold shift. Yeah, your macros will go away if you go to a new version. Yeah, just do that. If you know about macros, I don't need to tell you about it. Scrying. Okay, well, Ashenzari has allowed me to partake of both her curse and her vision. The arcade board. What was that guy's name? That Donkey Kong dickhead. Who put in, like, a different arcade board into the arcade machine. Yeah, Billy Mitchell. What an asshole. He's just a total dick. Although, who do you like more? Do you like Billy Mitchell more, or do you like the guy who claimed that he started in 5th gear or whatever in that one racing game? The sort of dopey sounding guy. Oh, he's got great hair. What a champion. Todd Rogers. Yeah, who's better? Is it Todd Rogers or Billy Mitchell? Look at me, I'm a fake gamer boy. I don't know the names of these people off the top of my head. They both suck equally. I think I have to actually give it to Todd Rogers for making up the dumber lie and for actually submitting a shittily photoshopped picture proving that he could get the time that he got. And then, like, you know, he was just so dopey and didn't bother to do his research to find out that you can generally tell when things have been badly photoshopped. Well, Billy is the bigger dickhead, but Todd is like the more he gets some points, I think, for telling the more blatant and obvious lies, perhaps. But yeah, being litigious is pretty obnoxious. Todd is cute. All right. Didn't know that came into it. All right, ordinarily this thing can do a whopping 75 damage. If I wear my Ring of Ice, it's a whole lot less. If I just stick with what I'm doing, it's about 30, 38-ish. How do we do this? There is no safe way to do this, really. Having been through the roller coaster of the legal system, I don't recommend it. And I was the one doing the suing in all cases that I've been involved in. It's still just a terrible place to be. It's a meat grinder. I assure you, if you can avoid being in the legal system for any reason whatsoever, I would recommend avoiding it. Okay, so we could torment. We could lignify torment. Be a tree man and possibly get chopped down by the frost giant. Of course, if I become a tree man, I lose one of my points of RC. We retain 1 from the Ring of Ice. In general, this is just kind of shitty. Is there even anything back here that I want? Can I, well, fighting in a kill hole would be kind of cool, and we probably would do that. And we probably would win doing that. I just want to be totally sure. I don't see anything back here that I care about. Unfortunately, we can't scry the entire loot. Well, actually, if I wanted to burn a dig, which, you know what, I'll stop being stingy. I have a lot of it. We could just go full Bilbo here. And, I don't care about any of this shit. Maybe the RC ring, I guess. Do we go full Bilbo? Do we try to sneak through? That's probably silly. If you miscast blink enough, you could get to the loot. I mean, the funny thing is that we could do a super goofy thing here. We could, hold on. Are you guys ready for shenanigans? This is the dumbest shit I've done in my life on DCSS. Take off the chainmail. Dig. Something woke up, that's okay. Apportation. Twiddle my little fingers. Yeah, play the heist music. So we just got the one item out of this that we care about. And we just leave. Alright. Sweet. I am the ninja. I cannot be caught. That was like his most treasured possession. Like it was the wedding ring that his dad gave him to give to his frost giant girlfriend, and I'm like, squadala, I'll take that. It's only 5 heads. I bet you we can just melee him. I'm gonna run the risk of a little bit of random effects action. It didn't quite work. It's too many heads, bro. Fuck you. Alright, this is goofy. I messed up. Close the door. I gave him all his heads for no good reason. I hope not row shenanigans. You know what would be cool is if we had wands of damage. Wouldn't that be cool if we had that? Wouldn't that be a wild ride? Crazy idea, I know. Yeah, forget layer 6. We'll come back. We'll come back in a minute. So yeah, some douchebag and his consumable attrition. The most dangerous game, consumable attrition. We have our core. Hee hee hoo hoo. The withering plants mechanic makes it a little harder to use an axe in here. Enchant up our shield. Watch me find large shield of ignorance or gong or something. Sometimes there's an artifact back here. Brand weapon. Sorry, I cannot bring myself to unbrand freeze. It's one of the 2 brands that I'm very, very happy to have into the end game. Vorpal and freeze. Okay. Okie dokie. I like how I had to take my armor off, basically, to cast that spell. My dude, my hill orc, just stripped naked so he could pull the ring to him. Why not carry it for if you find another broadaxe? It is... Hey, what's up? Welcome to the stream, Brickox. Welcome to the stream, Asalon. And thank you for the host. Sorry for the super loud Billy Harrington there. Why shouldn't I keep it? Yeah, so why not carry it if you find another broadaxe? Basically, it's very unlikely that I get another +9 broadaxe. If I do, I will happily walk back and pick this thing up. But I don't see it being very likely. Let's go to dungeon. Yeah, that's the other thing, as I'm Ashenzari, so I really don't get the luxury of swapping too much. Speaking of Ashenzari, we still have a remove curse I haven't done anything with. Yeah, cursing the cloak is definitely the next thing on my list, but no, I think we curse the hat. Very unlikely that I take this sweet hat off. Yeah, I mean, the thing that makes the most sense to curse if I want to get an immediate benefit is the ring, but I would like to have a swappable ring, so no, we will curse the hat. Boots or hat over cloak. Why do you say that? Because cloak could have MR? Yeah, true. It's very interesting how they made all the stat rings +6. I guess I'm okay with that. I'll try to name the changes that I don't hate, so that I can give some even time. It's just, they make it so hard for me by making so many dumb changes. Uniformity of stat rings is, yeah, ultimately I think it's more good than bad. I think it makes finding a stat ring a little bit less exciting in a, gee, what's it going to be kind of way, but it does feel really lame to get like a +1 strength ring, so it's fine. We don't have our poise, so I'm not going to risk doing this vault. What's in there for me to take? Some gold and potion of curing? Nah. Yeah, I actually think that's pretty cool that they can go up to +8 because stat rings have such little impact on the game usually. You basically either use them because you're in the early game and you don't have anything better to do, or you use them because you're in the late game and you're afraid of getting stat zeroed. That's my experience with stat rings. Or you use them because you really badly need intelligence to cast a spell sooner. Okie dokie. We actually left Gastronach. I think we can just melee him now. I don't, we'll come back for him later. He only had like a hat, so it's not even worth the walk. We're gonna grab the Staff of Air for an Arlek swap. A Randart with Arlek and +10 strength. Well, I'm talking about rings that do nothing but add stats. Randarts are a whole other story, where it's just like cream on top, you know? You give me a stat stick that also has extra, or like a resistance stick that has stats as well, then sure. Was that Tremor Stones? Yeah, it was. Gyre Gimbal is, as far as two-handed weapons goes, very good. Really powerful. I would still rather have a shield, but it's probably... I would say Gyre Gimbal is my favorite two-handed weapon in the game, if I had to rate it. Certainly the most stylish. Oh my god, a Moth of Wrath. No, we're not going in there, not with the Moth of Wrath. There's nothing in here that I would want. I like how Gary Burton's like, no, like I'm really gonna go in here. Come on, man. Have some faith. I'm just looking. Oh no, I fat-fingered the keyboard. I'm inside. Ah. Yeah, this is too ugly. We can go in once we're stronger. We can tab through this crap. Oh yeah, Gyre Gimbal is super sweet with Ox attacks. If you ever happen to have the pleasure of playing a yellow Draconian and also find Gyre Gimbal at the same time, then try it out. You'll be pleasantly surprised. Because that acid bite is outrageous, you know? Yeah, exactly, Gary Burton. I would never do that. I think this entrance, because the devs are outrageously lazy, I think this entrance description still lies to you. Even though they've been told that it lies to you. I don't think that this exists yet, or perhaps ever will. Some of these complexes offer only one exit in the Minotaur's lair. Yeah, that's just a fib, unless they added that in this version. And look, see, we have an exit. Sometimes the laziness of these people really is impressive, you know, because that's something that I would change immediately if I was a dev. I don't want my players to be lied to about an important thing like, do I have to go through this whole thing sometimes in order to get out? If that was the case, you would basically never go into a gauntlet because it would be too dangerous. The risk would simply not match the reward. Ooh, finger necklace. Interesting. Wonder how that squares with Ashenzari's curses. I don't think I've ever had that with Ashenzari before. It'll give you an extra ring slot, basically. I don't really want the macabre finger necklace. I'm very happy with reflection, but we do have some good rings. Getting that extra protection would be kind of cool. Fixed in B-Crawl, but it was deliberately kept due to plans to add no exit gauntlets. Well, I'm aware that that was the excuse for leaving that line in there, but how many versions are they going to leave it in there and not have no exit gauntlets? Just have it be accurate to the version that it's in. Is that too much to ask? I mean, Jesus, man, this is not... Come on. I get it if it's trunk or something, and if you're doing that in your B-Crawl, I think that makes sense too, because your thing is kind of perpetually in development. You don't really do cycles or whatever, but they do these official versions that are supposed to be as bug-free as possible, so it kind of confuses me, you know. Anyway, this is kind of a poverty gauntlet. I guess that there's RF plus Arpoise. That's pretty good. And there's Spirit Shield Arlek on an amulet, which is yeah, I don't know, blokes. I didn't say they were succeeding at that. Yeah, Spirit would be pretty good on this guy. But I've already got a cursed amulet, as much as I would love to have that one. We have to remember we don't know how many remove curse we're going to get in the near future, so we probably go for the RF, if anything, assuming we can clear out these gauntlets. So we'll probably go into this room. Well, that and the fact that we do have Spider. We rolled Spider and Shoals today, so we're going to want the Arpoise, and that's the only Arpoise that's shown up. So we're going to take that. As Gary Burton says, there is a Cloak of Willpower. But it's in a different room to the Ring of Arpoise and RF. I guess because I'm a Hill Orc. Oh, the Siren Song. The Siren Song of Magic Resistance. I'm about to do Orc. I probably do want to take the MR. That's kind of shitty. I really wanted that ring. Moth of Wrath with yeah, Moth of Wrath with redbacks. That'll be a little bit spooky. Alright, so I see slimes in this room. I see a wizard who can paralyze me. That's terrifying. With shadow imps, which is no big deal. So unfortunately, in order to get down here, we would have to get through the wizard, which is probably a risk I don't want to take too badly. However, if it is paralyzed, do we have RF? Nope, we don't have RF right now. Sucks. We jump in there. Well, we could probably get away without risking it, depending on where he spawns in. A bit dangerous. A bit dangerous. By the way, we should be using Transfer Knowledge. The source skill should be Conjurations. The destination skill should be Shields. Might want to turn on Fighting. You're probably right. I like attacking fast, but the cost is currently halved. I was actually about to go through my skills. Because of the fact that I was transferring knowledge. I kind of want to take... Yeah, if I want to be truly optimal here, we should turn armor and dodging on as well. We can take those to 10. Skill transfer is worth it if you start as a wizard and you end up with shit that you don't need, like conjurations. Anyway. Kind of funny that an Unrand is available and I don't want it. There's actually a hat of MR here as well, but I don't want that. We've got our endgame hat if we can avoid it. There's a scroll of blinking over here and a lightning rod. A lot of goodies in here. Unfortunately, it's just very split up. not really a path with like the optimal amount of stuff. I hate the fact that this douchebag wizard is here. He makes this a little bit of a crapshoot. Maybe we should take the macabre finger necklace path just to avoid the wizard. Then we'll just have to fight a Catoblepus, which is pretty damn easy, and a gargoyle, which is also pretty damn easy at this point. And then we just pick up like a lightning rod. No, I do not. Well, I have Call Imp, but it's not good enough. I have Phantom Mirror, I suppose. But if I'm Phantom Mirroring the wizard, then I'm already in trouble. I guess if you know what, once I'm down there, we should be okay, because I think the wizard will come all the way down. Let's find out. Also, I can just summon 3 imps. And I think they'll come through with me, now that I think about it. Sure wish I had more Identify. Okay, I'm gonna shout a bit. Mr. Wizard's not coming. Why isn't he coming? Okay, so I just can't do it. It's just too risky. There is a chance of me getting paralyzed, and if I get paralyzed with no resistances, I just get crushed. So I should have planned this out a little better, but do we have Potion of Resist? Holy poopoli, I think we might have to run the risk of getting wizarded. Is that a potion of... It's a potion of might. I mean, this is relatively safe. We can fight a Reaper and win. It's the worst rewards, but we have to play safe, yeah. I guess we walk away with Macabre Finger Necklace doing this. Oh man, I want that cloak. Wait, there he is. Yeah, come on. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. There we go. We lured him. So we'll imp. We'll imp. We'll imp. We'll imp. Can't bring 3 if they're in a line like this. What if I... There we go. Go in. There they are. Thanks for blocking, friends. Wow, he almost said Artagus. I'd really like to pick up... Okay, 36%. Let's roll the dice. Got it. Yeah, Memer, I probably shouldn't do that. Alright, we have bailed on the horrible wizard situation. Arga tax, he'll let you pass if you give him Arga. Ah, I see. Okay, we still have this fundamental choice between RPoise RF plus Ring or the MR plus Magic Resistance Cloak. I have to fight some abominations. Yeah, they actually made it so if you search MR plus it doesn't work. It's like a final fuck you to all the players who are used to doing that. Even though it would have been the easiest thing from a programming perspective for them to just put an alias in, they won't do it because they hate us. So I actually have to type their dumbass new name in order to get to it. I don't know why they would do this. You could just be slightly accommodating for the players who don't want to fool with it, but I guess that's too much to ask for. I really would like the MR Plus cloak, though, is the thing. We're going to go into Orc. Well, hold on. Paralysis is not a huge deal in Orc if you have RF plus, RN plus, and RLEC. We would not have RLEC. I mean, it's still kind of a big deal, because if you get paralyzed next to an Etten or something, that would be bad. No, I'm not gonna, I would always rather live... I would rather live with no resistances than no magic resistance. Yeah, Arpoise, a lack of it is going to be annoying in Spider, but it'll be okay. As Bloke says, Berserked Redbacks are well and truly terrifying. However, I have a trick. They should die instantly. Maybe in 2 tries. Nope, nope, it's trimmer stones. Sadly less reliable than scattershot, but that doesn't exist anymore. Alright, now we get to see exactly what a dumbass the crawl devs are. Look at this dispersal trap, which has existed for 3-4 versions, and they still haven't fixed this fucking problem. I just got really lucky and blinked across, but you can actually have layouts... Oh wait, there's a path. Okay, just kidding. But you can actually have layouts that are completely blocked by dispersal traps. And I've seen it in Tomb, actually, where there's like a teeny tiny little room with a dispersal trap, and you're sitting there for 5 whole minutes, like, trying to get across it. You notice how I'm getting bounced backwards? That's way more common when you're trying to get into, like, a little teeny tiny room. So, like, it'll be the teeny room with the staircase down, and you're like, gee, I'd really like to get across this thing. And you just sort of can't. And they just kind of never bothered to fix that, as far as I know. But yeah, apparently that bug's not here because it might have taken us a minute to get through if it had been totally blocked, but there's a path here, so crisis averted. Ordinarily, I would be walking into the net trap to get free nets, but no fun allowed. If I blink, well, if I blink, I don't get a net anymore, and the trap stays. Is it possible to use a mirror on your own character? I don't think so, but that would be absolutely radical if it was, although 9 times out of 10 it would be the optimal thing to do to just mirror yourself. Let's find out. Sorry, you can't target yourself. However, you can target the Minotaur, who proceeds to get his ass kicked immediately. Can't reuse Mara's spell, but why not? +8 short bow. Wow, that'd be nice at the beginning of the game. Alright, the Minotaur's Trove. Lots of wands. Wow! Could you imagine if I had this this fat loot during lair with all those with all of those hydras? Wouldn't that have been cool? Alrighty, I would like to curse an item. Too bad I don't have remove curse to do that with. It's true, Ragoon. It is trash, all things considered, but you know what? I'm not going to sit here and complain about getting good wands. If this was an old school Labyrinth Minotaur, perhaps we'd have better stuff. But I get to do this now, so... Maybe I can go back and do lair, actually. Hey, it might be. We do have hex wands. Was there an enchant weapon? There was, actually. Thank you for noticing. Uh-oh, the streak is invalidated. I don't think that would have changed anything. I had this guy a while back telling me that my streak didn't count because people talk to me while I'm streaming. Streaks are only valid if you wear a COVID mask the entire time that you're playing. Even if you're by yourself. I mean, I would say that the amount of bad advice, no offense, that I get from Twitch chat is at least equal to the amount of good advice that I get. So being able to sift through that, yeah, I mean, Twitch chat really is a handicap more often than not.
Fuck you!
Yeah.
No-brain pussy! Fuck you!
Indeed, Shaman. Nice rage.
Fuck you! Fuck you! You fucking no-brain pussy! Fuck you!
That is how this game makes me feel sometimes. This is actually safe. Okay, we'll leave. Cool. We'll blink out if need be, but we shouldn't need to because paralysis will probably work. Nope. The thing is that our shields will protect us. Our shield will protect us, rather. Singular, I do not have 2 shields. And even if we had taken the most damage possible, we couldn't die in 1 hit. 2 hits, I should say. I guess it was kind of dangerous having the Eden and the... Oh yeah, I knew he had a big Great Mace. We still have too much HP plus GDR. True. I didn't think we would block forever, but I thought we would block long enough probably to get the para. And if not, I could blink. We do have an awful lot of SH. Yeah, it was very unlikely for both of them to hit me. We are a bit of a powerhouse in melee now. I say powerhouse. I do not say defensive powerhouse. We can still take damage if we're taking enough hits. However, the 27 SH does make us win pretty hardcore in one-on-one combat. Aren't you glad there are fake players now? Oh, you mean like the fake ghosts? Whatever, I'm just glad there's not free-range ghosts. I'll take what I can get. Hey, we can't be paralyzed. Not an orc anyway. Soon I will be a real orc. Powerful enough to tab the game, despite worshipping Ashenzari. 60 AC, 40 EV Ghost with 350 HP. Wonderful! Sounds great, bro. Let's get away from this damn, honk trap. Or whatever they're called. Alarm traps. I do not want... Okay, I didn't see any messages about a bazaar. There's this cute little throwback that somehow still exists in DCSS where if you see an alarm about a bazaar, it'll say, hey, there's a bazaar, and you'll know that it's on the floor, and eventually that will go away. If it is not announced, the gateway to the bazaar just kind of lasts forever, or at least until you go into it. I think that one lasts forever because I didn't see an alarm. So, right, something like that. So it sometimes behooves you to simply come back with more money. Gosh, I wish I had ammo. That is fear. I didn't want to use fear. Boo! That's right. I'm read-IDing like a loser. Here we go. There's ammo. That was all very unnecessary. It frustrated me to see all of these orcs. I saw like 10 minutes of tabbing ahead of me, so I decided to speed things up a bit. Speaking of which, should I burn one acid? I just want to trigger the rest of these explosions. I'm just going to phantom mirror this guy, which seems goofy, but check it out. Now I've got a dude who is going to explode when they kill him. The ultimate strategy. Put ammo on something and then phantom mirror it. Kind of cute, right? That only works because summons can have ammo now in mainline. It's one of the only things that they've done in my memory of the last few years that was a fun change. The fact that summons can now be immolated. Almost everything they've done has reduced fun in the game, but that change, I have to admit, increases it. Look at me tabbing orc sorcerers because I have no fear of paralyzed due to my items. Works especially well in Tiamat. Yeah, no, I'm talking about how you can immolate an enemy and then phantom mirror them and end up with an ally who is still immolated. Do you have a chance to talk about our Lord and Savior Beog? You know, this was planned to be a Beog character, but because it was Hill Orc Wizard, I really couldn't, I couldn't refuse D2 Ashenzari, you know, for safety. I should, before buying too much stuff, I should probably see what all's on the floor. Well, I'm buying Blink immediately, though. There's no world where I don't want to buy Blink. Bunch of artifact robes, who cares? No, we're not going to check the bazaar because the bazaar, like I said, is an unannounced bazaar, so we can just leave that until we have like 3,000 gold, yeah? Ring mails, maybe. And would you believe that I am pretty sure that bazaars will actually give you better loot the more gold you have? I'm pretty sure. It seems to be a behavior I've noticed. I'm not 100% on that. Yeah, you may be right. What I'll do is I'll evaluate and see what I need. If there's like a crucial piece of equipment that I need to do either of the lair branches, like I can't do either of them, yeah, I'll go into the bazaar. You know, if Snake, for example, I'm probably going to want our elect to be in there if possible. Or our poise, especially. You know. So we've got, I believe we have, yeah, we have shoals and spiders. Shoals and spiders, so we could probably do shoals. Our shield is not going to count for much in there. It'll count for some, but not versus the javelineers. Okay, we have 1262 gold. So I'm torn. Does Warlock's... I wonder, does Warlock's mirror reflect the javelins? It reflects a whole lot of stuff. In terms of, it can block spells and stuff. If it's able to block javelins, there might be a narrow reason to use it for a moment in shoals. In general, I just think it's a bad item, though, because it just doesn't offer enough SH to be worth it. The attacks that you're really truly afraid of, like LCS, get blocked by the other shields, you know? So I view that item as a bit of a noob trap. Yeah, this orc is kind of bad, but there's these ring mails that I could try, so I'm torn between going to the bazaar right now or buying both ring mails and seeing if they're any good. If one of those is like plus 10, we've got a true endgame armor. We go to the bazaar, maybe we find something that's guaranteed to be good. It's too bad that Ashenzari is not bailing me out on the identifies of the stuff inside the shops, but I guess her power, her godlike power, doesn't extend into the merchant's shopping desk or whatever, shop counter. Going into a bazaar with 1,200 gold feels a little bad. Let's at least finish out Orc. There's going to be some more gold. What? I don't have RF plus at all. My resistances are in a real poopy sort of state. However, look at this. First of all, there's a ring of RF in lair. Second of all, remember that plate armor of fire resist? Well, now I don't need it. Yes, I could clear dungeon, which probably makes sense. It probably makes sense to do dungeon and then do lair branches after the bazaar, depending on what I need. You're not resistant to cold, so please die quickly. Oh my god, I know his defenses are good, but good god. There we go. Take that, AC. Boom. I kind of like how it was a fire elementalist of Vehumet, and there's red, you know, there's like smoke inside, you know, from all of the fire he was presumably researching or whatever fire magic. Kind of thematic. Wonder if that's on purpose. I'm gonna go back to MR plus though. Okay. Let's go to dungeon. I'm being a little goofy here. I'm gonna swing one more time though. How much do you do? 25 plus flail? Yeah, that was horrid. I should not have been in melee with those dudes. I maybe just risked death there. I don't think so, but maybe. Okay. Is this Azrael? This looks like probably Azrael. Yeah, there he is. Piss. And there's a bug right now that causes him to just not care about using Hellfire on his friends. Pretty crucial, pretty game-breaking bug, I should say, to not have bothered to fix. Come on, bro. Actually, before I engage him, it's a feature. Nope, not intended. I'm gonna buy all this crap. We're gonna vuln him. Turns out we have 3 vulnerability based. Throwing is very strong. I don't use it very often. I used to think it was the best thing in the game. I still think it's quite strong. I haven't really done a big-time throwing run since they changed the needles into darts. And if I remember correctly, they sort of, sort of ruined it to where I think you need stealth now. Is that right? How do darts work? Really? Yeah, okay, I guess I don't remember, but essentially there's a formula that determines whether or not you can frenzy something or confuse it. I mean, God, Evering changed the names to really stupid-ass things, so I don't even know what they do now. Datura and Atropa, just call it a fucking confusion needle or dart. Okay, so Frenzy is Datura and Atropa is confusion, I assume. No, it's blindness and brief confusion. Oh, he ruined that too. Okay, yeah, there's no long-term confusion anymore. And I guess sleeping darts are just gone? Oh wait, no. No, that's the needle list. Darts, yeah, so there's no sleep dart. Beautiful. Okay, just kidding. Ignore what I said about throwing. I mean, no, it's still good. It's just that the fun that you used to be able to have with needles is, I guess, gone forever. You used to be able to do these things called needle stabs, and you could proceed to basically put the most powerful enemies in the game to sleep and then stab them. And it was all very stylish and made you feel like a ninja, but it was too fun, so it had to be removed. Wasn't the most optimal way to play the game, but it was reasonably strong, I guess. But yeah, javelins are. I mean, if you don't want to be like a ninja, you can just throw javelins with throwing and do plenty of fun stuff with that. They do huge damage, and the fact that it penetrates is very strong. Can't have too much fun when you're playing a game. I know, right? Is this guy speed 10? Yeah, he is. Actually, his MR sucks even without me vulning him. Let's just para. There we go. Based. And you're susceptible to cold. We're gonna meme you. Very good. Kinda like how we pooped all over Orc just now. Good character. Meanwhile, we have trouble against like a single Vault Guard because our character actually isn't that great in melee despite appearances. He's okay. He's just like slightly above the power curve. Or maybe like right on the power curve, really. That is 32% actually. I shouldn't be even trying that. I'll just blow my mirror. It'll come back. Hey look, it's ugly things and I have no goddamn resistances. Ruh-roh. You'll learn very quickly why resistances are important if you try to play without them for too long. The devs will try to tell you that resistances don't matter. Do not believe them. They are fibbing to you. Turns out that taking half damage on attacks that can do 75 is really, really good. We're not going to do D15 yet, just in case. Just in case we get a big dumb floor. Hello. Oh, this is the Catableepus fault. Yeah, I'm convinced that certain devs actually do just like say shit that they know is false, specifically to troll newbies. The day that GammaFunk started telling newbies that you didn't need MR, or even really care about MR in Slime, was the day that I realized that it's just like a sadism thing. It's really strange. Because the guy has been able to streak games before, I think up to like maybe 10 or 15, so it's obvious that he knows better. You can't streak 15 games in a row and still have ideas like that. Alrighty, this is strictly better. At the same time, I'm wearing reflections, so there's like no reason to swap right now. It makes things sort of weird though, because it's like, do I want to keep enchanting my shield, or do I want to wait for this thing? Because eventually I might take off my Amulet of Reflection. At which point this tower shield, or large shield if you prefer, would be better. However, we're still not really getting any goddamn remove curses, so swapping might be a luxury that I'll never be able to afford in any event. I think I'm just going to save the enchant armor for now. Okay. Why don't we go finish Lair? How about that? No, actually, what's on D11? Berserk stuff. This is reasonably safe now. Okay, this is not as safe as I was hoping it was, because of this guy. Please work. One more time. Good, we're safe. Berserk Komodo Dragon is terrifying. I could have taken a whole lot of damage there. Probably not all my HP, but a big old chunk of it. And I would have had to have blinked maybe even more than once, which would have been no good. Cool. All for a potion of Berserk Rage and a Ring of Intelligence. And some experience, but whatever. Did I use resources there? Yeah, I used a little bit of paralysis. Probably not worth it. The transporter vault, you guys, I can't risk, or I can't deny. Oh, this stays undone forever. There's no way for me to safely do it. I go in and I immediately run the risk of getting paralyzed. 2 transporters and a really dumb vault. Don't go in. This is dumb as hell. Why would you do this? Unless you're immune to poison. You literally cannot safely go in here and do it. Unless you've got a character with enough HP and AC that getting paralyzed will not kill you. If you had stat form, that would be safe, sure. Can't be paralyzed there. But this just strikes me as a badly designed vault. Granted, it probably just kind of randomly showed up this way, but maybe just deny Hornets the ability to spawn in there, you know? I think we can tab to win now. Based. We have our core. I'm going to roll over here and just kill this stuff for principle, really. Just give me my experience. Actually, you know what? This is a bit too dangerous. What the hell am I doing? My no throwing boomerangs will get me to Valhalla over here. No, they won't. Why am I doing this? There's literally nothing in there that I want. It's 3 Oklov's worth of experience. It's not worth the trouble. And going in there and fighting is dangerous even with our core, so forget this. Okay, the only thing to do really right now is to go to HOWz or Spider. And I still don't have our poise. Well, actually, that is a... Stark and Tam chainmail. If that's like +10 or some shit, that could potentially be worth it. Too bad I don't have Identify to find out what it is. Probably could have theoretically died at some point there. No, was it 6? Well, if I had taken a hit, I would have stopped. So it's only 3 Oklov attacks at a time. So 3 Oklov attacks, you're looking at 41 plus 41 plus 41, which is not enough to kill me for a 12 at full HP. However, because I have our core, it's actually significantly less than that. And I'm fairly likely to not take some of that damage because of AC, evasion, shield, etc. I think you can block Oklov attacks. But yeah, they are did I say our poison? I meant to say our core. The our core kind of ensures that wasn't about to happen, but it certainly could have taken me very low. Which would not have been a fun time. It could have certainly burned a blink out of me, which is do that enough times and then you're out of blink, and that's really very bad. Alrighty, I'm torn. Do I want to wear this stupid chainmail and just kind of hope that it has a decent enchant on it? The answer is no, I don't. I'm going to the bazaar. If I can buy like a single Identify there, then it's worth it. Hey, there's some money inside. Alright, so there are some potions that we'll mark for purchase that we might buy. Very good stuff, so this is already worth it. There's some weapons I don't give a single solitary shit about. There's a condenser vein, which would be pretty worth getting. Some of this other stuff would be worth getting too. And there are some scrolls. One is Identify. I will spend the 18 to find out what this damn thing is. Wow! It is +7. That's good. And we'll get the blink. I'll always get blink. Well, let's think. So I've marked down everything I care about the most. I'm going to HOWz or I'm going to Spider. Condenser Vein would be outrageously powerful in Spider especially. It's outrageously powerful everywhere. It's just really good. I don't want to turn down the Vein. I'll probably find one some other time, but having it now this is like the best time in the game to start having it, so much as I don't want to blow the 600 gold. There it is. I'm gonna drop boomerangs. I'm going to drop the Scarf of Invisibility. I don't think there's a situation where I'm ever really going to need it. Well, Vayne is just a much less interesting version of Wand of Clouds, actually. Combined with Lamp of Fire, sort of. It's more powerful in a lot of ways, but just supremely boring. Like, oh yeah, it just applies to everything on the screen. I mean, it's really more powerful probably than it should be. But I'm not interested in power so much, or lack of power, when it comes to the design of this game. I'm more interested in like giving the player choices that they want to make. Yeah, the acid charges would be pretty good. What I'm going to take, though, is I'm going to take these scrolls. And I'm going to take these potions. I don't have enough money. Oh, no, no. What do we got? 4 heal wounds, 15 curing. Probably don't need the curing. I still don't have enough money. We already have a cancel, but I'm going to want as many cancels as possible. I'm going to want as many might as possible. I would like to pick up the ambrosia just for the identify. Where is it? Oh, it's not purple anymore. Curious. Oh my god, Scry Vein? We're going to have to test that at some point, man. Let's pick up mutation because, you know, I don't want to play a game where I don't have enough mutation. Even though I'd like to have more heal wounds than this, it is what it is. Okay, good bazaar. Bought less stuff than I would like, but we walked out of it with the crucial knowledge that we do indeed have our poise available. Although we could have worn the +2 chainmail, I suppose. It's whatever. Do I want to just carry around all this garbage? I guess I do for swaps, but it's very slow swaps. I can drop RC, excuse me, Ring of Ice. It's really awkward not having RF or R+ at this point in the game, but shouldn't be a big deal in Spider Nest. Electric Caves. Well, we're keeping it in case we run into Nicola and have to run away and then put that back on, basically. I could enchant up my gloves, but I think we're okay. Doesn't look like a spider to me. That looks like an armadillo. I mean a beetle. What's he doing in the spider case, bro? Thank you for not confusing or corroding me. Why do I carry both prot and evasion? Because if I'm about to get paralyzed, I want the protection instead. But otherwise, because my AC is so high, I want the evasion in the general case. Evasion drops to 0 no matter what I do if I get paralyzed. Boy, this entrance is crap. I guess we're going to find out if Scry Condenser is a thing. Okay, it is not, but how cool would it have been if it was? I'm happy to spend the time to test that. Is this thing... Yeah, this thing's getting poisoned. So much damage. It's going to be really ugly if I get netted here. Okay, but the guy's dead. I hate the fact that there's an Emperor Scorpion here too. I mean, that's just ugly. Spider 1? Come on, man. Give me a break. However, I should be able to melee him. Yeah, we crush him. We actually have the best melee on the Emperor Scorpion than probably any character I've played this tournament. Mainly because of the fact that we have Freeze Brand on an endgame weapon. It just does a ton of damage. Consistent damage is the thing. Yes, the large shield is also very, very huge. Probably bigger than what I'm giving it credit for, since If I'm in a one-on-one, the large shield blocks pretty much everything. As long as that enemy is not like a hider or something that gets a whole bunch of attacks. Oh, whoops. I forgot torpor snails have AC. Yeah, I have a large shield, +2. Oh no, I don't have condenser vein and this is ugly. No, in 3 games I've had no swamp. Isn't that weird? Why did I think I would have condenser vein by now? I can't tank all this. I can't tank all this. Damn, I'm gonna swing one more time. I'm gonna swing until I take damage and then we're gonna fear. I might be able to tank all this. I'm not taking that much damage. If I go under 80... Oh yeah, this is horrid. Fear. Drink curing. This was the dopiest way to take this encounter. Hey, I'm just gonna stand in the middle of the room and punch stuff. What? I'm surrounded by redbacks? Why am I taking damage? This game is unfair, bro. I think we can do this and... What do we got? 8 evocations? Yeah, that was smart. Alright, we'll do this. We're guaranteeing kills by using Ice Blast. Finally, I have my condenser vein back. Yeah, rogue shenanigans. I'm not quite strong enough to be doing some of the bullshit. Getting back on my bullshit, as the kids say. I don't want to blow condenser vein now. Let's go here. Let's go here. Unfortunately, he was smart enough to go right past, but that's okay. This one will stay in the water and hit me less because of it. Look at these dopey spiders fighting me from the water. But yeah, I don't know, I thought I'd have condenser faster for some reason. Would have been nice during that gigantic spider fight. This is one of these bullshit super wide open spider floors that you really want to avoid being reckless on, and then I proceeded to be as reckless as humanly possible on it. They will just hang out on a shallow water tile, which makes them attack less, that makes them miss more, like anything else that's not large if it's in water and not amphibious. They will go across deep water, though, if there's a wall that lets them cling across. Although that might have been removed, I'm not sure. I seem to recall them doing something with clinging. Oh boy. 4 potions of degeneracy. If you drink that potion, you will vote Democrat for the rest of your life. You took Olacreps into Spider, that's pretty sweet, man. Faith Usk. Those are the words I like to hear, man. Uskawa is virtually incomplete without faith, but as soon as you get faith on Uskawa, oh my god. It just takes off, dude. Probably the most fun crawl experience that you can have is playing Usk with faith. At least for me. Every single fight becomes this exciting crescendo that happens, you know, at the end. This build-up, you know. And it makes you want to sustain through big, long fights, even though you don't have to. It almost kind of encourages you to play suboptimally, but more excitingly, because you just want to have these big chains of paralysis, you know. The other cool thing is, like, a lot of people don't... Fuck, that's huge damage. I don't have Arlec, hold on. 51%? Nope, 51%. There we go. A lot of people don't realize this, but Uskawa's capstone ability of exploding a dude, of like teleporting into them and killing them, that is a mobility move rather than a offensive move. Like, yes, it is cool to be able to insta-kill an orb of fire, alright, very stylish, but the true use of it is to jump around exactly where you would like to be on the battlefield, even escape fights with it under the right circumstances. Encourages you to do all that with something terrifying on the screen that you get to insta-get. Right. Well, something funny I used to do on Uskawa characters is I would actually do extended with Uskawa. You might not believe this, but Ogre of Uskawa is hilariously fun with either a broadaxe or a great club. There's some cute things that you can do with the GSC because you charge up super fast, and then if you're in extended, right, and you're in like Pandemonium or the final, the penultimate, second to last floor of one of the HOWz, you charge up and then you take the portal down or take the portal to the next pan floor, and maybe you take a hatch in the case of Hell. Maybe you get dumped directly next to the Pan Lord or the Hell Lord or whatever, and then you just instantly kill him because you're already charged up. Yeah, I'm talking about before Gamma Funk ruined ogres, although I guess you could still do it with the GSC. Kinda lame. Man, whatever, it is dumb as hell that it's -1 aptitude for the species that is pretty much known for... Whoa! That's the Hat of Pondering. No, if you're using GSC on an ogre, you're making a mistake, probably. The ultimate weapon for an ogre at this point is just a broadaxe like everybody else, like almost everybody else. Obviously, it depends on the game, because, if you find a really good weapon of whatever, it's going to change the situation. Man, it's too bad this thing is cursed and I don't have any remove curse. Well, I have one, but... Huh. Oh no, yeah, you can have a lot of fun on an ogre. Ogre is one of my favorite species. Ogre Necromancer is really cool. If we look at ogre now and their weapon aptitudes, can anybody give me a compelling reason not to just use axes? Their aptitude is the highest on axes. And polearms, I guess. You would want to start the game with a polearm probably for accuracy. But otherwise, I can't think of a compelling reason not to just go broadaxe. You make the mistake of thinking that you will find the rarer weapon. I mean, you're gonna find at least a war axe. I guess there is a chance you never find a broadaxe, but you'll find a war axe, there's no question. They're pretty much always going to be in... I think literally always going to be in orc. Oh yeah, you can play a Troll of Zen now. That's cute, I guess. Oh, GSC, yeah. But the thing is, it's just like, it's funny that it's like, okay, this is a relatively rare weapon. You're probably not going to find an artifact of it, and we've nuked your aptitude, and it's pretty much always suboptimal to take, so why does it exist? I don't really understand the dev logic there, frankly. And it used to make a whole lot of sense because ogres had +3 aptitude in maces and flails. So, there was a reason for that weapon to exist, because if you wanted to be a real cool guy, you could abuse the strong aptitude and actually have some fun with it. But even back then, it was probably best to use axes, so the change is very confusing. They removed Centaur before Ogre. They removed Ogre's soul, though. Which is worse, removing the species or gutting the species and ruining what made it fun? There is still one particularly fun way to play Ogre, though, which is to just play Ogre Necromancer and enjoy the fact that you can vamp drain your massive HP pile back really quickly. Yes, Ogre Transmuter is pretty good, too. If you'd like to have 500 HP, which is always a fun time. Alrighty, I'm getting pretty sleepy. We have this Hat of Pondering now. I think I will ponder what I want to do with it. Probably want to use my 1 remove curse and swap the hat. At the same time, we're going to be doing slime at some point. I don't really need the MR Plus on the hat just yet, and moving slowly is going to be kind of lame. So, I don't know. I'll think about it. The extra AC probably isn't worth losing. 2 resistances, 3 resistances if you want to count both pips. Especially since I can just keep wearing the ring mail of MR Plus perhaps once I'm out of here. Yeah, I'll pick that up. We'll drop the hat. I really don't want to wear that hat. This hat, it's not really going to get you killed from walking around slowly, but it can. It can cause some problems. Yeah, I don't need more MR as the thing as long as I am using the ring mail. I don't want to be in that ring mail forever, but I have a feeling that we'll find something. Hopefully we'll find something. Perhaps another ring. An artifact ring would be pretty cool with MR on it. Since we have one of those slots uncursed, or an artifact glove or boot would be welcome. Artifact armor, of course, if we can find one better than the chainmail we have. But yeah, exactly, Rogue Shenanigans. There is no reason for me to really think about MR right now because I've got a whole branch of shoals to go and a little bit of spider to go. In any event, I am sleepy. I am going to definitely stop streaming for now. Probably combine these videos later and get rid of the technical issues. But yeah, I do hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Until next time, I am signing out. Did you know that there are many ways that you can help support this channel? Read about them on rosecrypto.com/support. At Rose Crypto, you can learn all about cool things like the Brave web browser, Bitcoin, and other cryptocurrencies. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.